Pretty sure you're not supposed to say that about them, Sultan. Whoa. I'm Smug Wolf.
Hokey Pokey 360.
I'm Big Custy Bang Bus.
Bob the Sultan with our fucking guest movie guy, Mike.
What's up, guys?
Well, we're doing all right. Pink Whitney with a little bit of Ghost. Don't be a ghost.
Interesting. Is that an energy drink?
Pink Whitney sponsor.
Dylan sponsors again.
I got
Filled with a
7-Up today.
Of Ghost.
Oh, it's free. It's free stuff now.
So everybody, what have we been up to since the last run? Hokey, you've been really running, busy, doing the thing?
Yes. I had a big competition this weekend, my first one. On my it's the Isle, but it's a server that I play on and that I help support on Patreon called Azura. And it's a pretty popular one on the Isle platform or the Isle game. But I've never done one of their competitions. The last one I went to go and sign up for, I missed the signups, made into reserves, and then slept through the competition. So I was super pissed. But for the competition this time, I was like, I don't feel like I have a chance. And so I'm not going to sign up and I'm not going to do the reserves. But one of our team members, our clan members, was like, you know what? I'm just going to sign you guys up. Just going to do it.
That's awesome.
And I'll tell you guys later.
You need somebody like that.
Yeah. Because I mean, I self-doubt myself. I just play casually, obviously. And I'm so scared of letting my teammates down. We'll get into that later. But no, the competition was a 3v3. It was 5 rounds. You played all Apexes. And there was one dino in there in the competition that was one that's not usually allowed on servers, which is a Kama. And it's this huge tanky dino that just destroys everything. But it was 3 versus 3, and you start on 2 ends of a little battlefield, and then you just go at it. You go at it. But it's more than that. I trained for a week.
So for if anybody doesn't know, what is the Isle? It's basically like Ark, but instead of being your player, you're a dino? Okay,
exactly.
So explain that for us.
They brought in a factor that a lot of games haven't. I mean, I feel like a lot of games haven't. Is the only way to survive in this game is PvP. One of the only ways. You have to search out other dinos to eat. The AI on a full server is hard to find, and it rarely spawns or someone else ate it. So that's why I kind of fell in love with it, is because I'm a very passive player, a very casual player. I'm a very PvE friendly player. And this game was like, no, guess what? You're going to have to kill your friends to survive. And they can kill you. One misclick. But you just roam around a map. You start from a little baby and you try to grow. They're not 30-minute grows. These are 6-hour grows on some dinos. So when you die, you just lost 6 hours of your life. And you can die in under a minute.
So if you die when you're an adult, do you start back out a baby, or is there progressive save stages? No,
you're done. You're done. Dead.
Ooh, I like this game.
Yeah.
That's like Rust.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Rust. Rust is legit. That's why I haven't got into it. Custy's like, fuck no.
No.
You and me met. We met on Ark.
I grind too hard to have my shit destroyed, bro. I have like
Custy,
over like 2,000 hours on Ark, man. Like
when somebody goes, "Oh, we got a village to go and see," and then they go, "That's not a village. That's a nation." That's what Custy builds. So you don't like. Yeah, you do.
Hell yeah.
You-
I
okay.
don't build
the
little
server
fucking
lagging
huts.
so bad?
Thank you, exactly. Well, it's always fucking glitchy over when we go past the rocks. Oh, I remember me and Smug would be like, God damn it, we like Custy, but why the fuck are they building so much shit right here? This is like, we were in a secluded fucking area, and we were like, there's so
At
much
this
metal.
pretty little island that I was building a nice little tavern on and everything, beautiful. And you go just down the way, just a huge fence with just loads of fucking
you brought-
dinosaurs.
okay.
All the
Where
way
we were-
around
So
it.
time out. Like, there's 3 islands. We had one. The most rocks. We found them all. We had the most rocks. The next 2 islands, bigger, more dinos. Fucking Custy built a fucking fence from 2 islands down, squared it off. It's like, welcome to Custville. Like, and, mind you, it wasn't that, but Custy, you literally had 2 islands where we would walk through a gate and be like, well, we're safe now because it's Jurassic fucking Park. You had fucking every dino and dinos were being generated in.
Yes.
It was. It legitimately was. There's no burn on Custy.
Crazy.
He took
Anything that spawned in our base, we tamed.
I
it,
would've loved
it
to
either
see
be
that.
tamed or it became food. Regardless, it was slaughtered. I mean, one way or another, it was always being utilized.
Mhm. Mhm.
Always.
But yeah,
That
I
was
fell in
fun.
love with this game because of that aspect of the PvP and that I was working. I had a challenge. I had a real challenge because Ark. You guys know playing Ark. You get into this rhythm of like, all right, I got everything. I got my base. I got everything. I got OP dinos. You know, I'm good. You
So
get into that rhythm, and then you're like, okay, what do I do now?
if I went
PvP?
back to Ark, guys, would you come play with me on Xbox? I hate Ark.
Well, it's
I fucking-
cross-platform anyway.
It's cross-platform, but that
The
means that they
silence
could.
is loud.
But the problem is,
No.
yeah, because they want to play on a fucking PC. They want to play on the PC version where they can have
But
their
they-
gun and go pew pew pew. Everything's gone. Fuck that shit. Hit the
No.
button like a real gamer.
No, it's the awesome teleporter.
It is. Nah, I get it.
Nanny
Custy.
abilities, like
I'm not cool enough to play with you yet.
People
I
need to
get
come
it.
play fucking
Un-
Atlas with me.
unless we built our own
No.
server and had it like stupid freaking boosted to the point where like certain dinos didn't take forever to mature and shit. All right,
I get it,
then
Custy.
I'd play it, but then it would almost
I-
not be fun because like
No, what's
I'd have
fun-
everything in 2 days, and you'd be like, "What the fuck, man? Why does everything keep killing me?" And I'm like, "Oh, here, take some dinos."
That's what happened.
Come with
That's
me.
exactly what happened. Yeah, I can admit I need a little support in games. I'm
good.
the builder. I'm the builder of
Oh,
people,
indeed.
not the builder of fucking games.
Yes.
I will
It sounds
support
like
you.
Custy's the grinder. He just
He-
grinds. He gets his shit.
Fucking
He
pounds of
goes.
shit out
He
of
goes.
it.
He sets down the foundations, and then everyone else has their jobs.
Yep, that's right. Yes,
I'm the
and-
architect.
Yep.
I'm the
I'm
tamer.
more- God, see, that's what I did. Like that's the only thing.
See,
in
I
Ark
kept trying to
did.
get him to do fucking armory and weapons, but you know,
That's what I
he
did.
wanted to
I
play with the
did.
fucking animals like everybody else.
I ended up doing them both. That was my position. The Stone Nerds unite. Remember the Stone Nerds?
Yeah.
Oh
Stone
goodness.
nerds.
Yeah. I brought out she goes, okay, sorry to drift off. We're going to let you still be back. She brings up the thing. I bet we need to go buy him a dry erase board. I go and get the biggest fucking dry erase board probably ever and walk in like this motherfucker. I was like, oh, dude, check it out. Stone Nerds. That was me and Tim's fucking
Yep.
idea when hanging out and talking about
My whiteboard
Star
still
Wars.
has a bunch of fucking ideas on it too.
That's a genius. Okay,
Right.
so pause for this little stream. Let's let Hokey finish off how good her competition went.
Yeah,
good
let's
melee
veer back
game.
to her.
Right, but all this stuff is fun, and then we have to
Yeah.
go to Custy because Custy is having
Yep, Custy had
a big,
some good
big
news
eventful day
too.
today.
Yep.
Let alone he's got another work day ahead of him tomorrow, and I do tomorrow night.
We want
so,
to let him get to that before he
oh,
does
big time.
get tired.
Yeah,
Oh,
he is tired, but we have to keep him up. So, Hokey, the floor is yours.
Where was I?
You're the PvP.
Three they were coming across. Yeah, I was
Well,
watching
no.
your stream too.
It's a challenge to play the game. And that's what I like. I don't like games that I can just play and kind of master it really quick and get bored with it. They have a large assortment of dinos, herbivore and carnivore. There's a pecking order to say, I guess. There's apexes, there's mid tiers, there's tiny little spy dinos, you know. And there's another aspect of it called, I mean, that's just clans. People that just group up and are like little gangs on the server. So you pick a spot on the server and you just defend it. You grow, you defend, you just hunt, all that good stuff. So I've been doing this for about a year on the same server. I have 8 accounts now with all kinds of different dinos that I have just in case one of them dies, because I don't want to spend 6 hours the next day trying to grow another dino. If I get ganged up on, I want to come back with 3 more dinos. So it's a fair fight. But this competition, the first round was Rex, Giga, and Spino. And I don't play Rex. I trained for a week learning how to play Rex, and the Rex's job is just to break legs.
That's what you
and do damage. If a Rex doesn't break a dino, it's just another dino. I mean, it's that's the only job. So the first round, I broke their Rex and just whooped its ass.
Oh, so what you did is you
Right off the
eliminated it
bat.
from the competition right off the bat. Smart
Right
woman.
off the bat. That was my game plan.
Smart.
Like, we spent a week like trying to figure out, okay,
Strategic.
yeah, what is the strategy we're gonna have to go for? Because if this happens, we've
Eliminate
got to
the
do
threat.
this. If this happens,
Yeah.
we've got to do
Mhm. You thought that's great team. That's good teamship, right? Or workmanship.
this. We've been doing it for a year anyways. I mean, I was like,
But to
why
go in there,
haven't we
And
done
the
this for a
chemistry, which is
competition?
awesome.
but to take it into the military aspect or period, the coordination. Literally,
Yeah.
you could look at it any way. You could say choreography, you could say military aspect because you're everything. The fact that you guys took enough time to say this is the game plan, but not only that, to think like a real person, and the winning side that goes, oh, what if this happens? And what if
Yeah.
this? And that stirs up all these different scenarios.
Yeah, and that's what we had to think of too, is like worst case scenario would have been, honestly, I get broken. And I don't break the other Rex. That would have been worst case scenario. But right off the bat, me and the Rex went nose to nose, and I was like, I'm breaking this motherfucker. I don't care if he breaks me, I'm
Nice.
breaking this motherfucker. And I broke him, killed him, and then my other teammate had this very big tanky dino on her ass, and I was just like, get away from it, run it through me. Like, just get away from it. Just
Right.
get it straight to me. And I broke that one. It was dead. And then I died because it beat my ass.
Now,
But
are you
second-
guys?
Hmm?
Sorry, no. I was gonna say, are you guys on a private Discord as a team?
Yeah,
talking?
everybody's
Yeah.
allowed to be in a Discord call during the competition, their
Good.
own private clans or whatever,
Yeah.
as long as they're just paying attention to like the admins on the screen. Like they pop up messages on the screen.
Right.
And they get a whole separate server for the events, for the
Mhm,
Azura events.
That's good.
Yeah, it's really cool. And we get to
cool.
play on a server too that they don't offer on theirs. It's called Fenya, but it's really pretty. But second round was Trike, Stego, and Enki,
There you go.
and that one was a bitch.
What were you running that round?
I was a Stego, and my only job is to lay bleed, just bleed out everything, just hit everything as much as I can, because I don't have a lot of health, but I hit like a tank. So the first thing I did was just run straight out into the middle of the field. The second they said go, I was like, straight out into the middle of the field, turn around. I was like, they can't get past my tail. They have to come to my tail if they want to get to us. And the stupid trike just ran straight to my tail, and I swiped his face. And then I traded hits with the other Stego, and he dropped. And I ended up killing the Stego and putting max bleed on the trike. So that was dope. That one was scary because I died and I couldn't see what was going on the screen. I don't know if you were watching the stream, Sultan, but
As
I
much
couldn't
as I
see.
could.
Yeah, I couldn't see. I was sitting there with my
Custy
fingers
was there.
crossed.
I was there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there for a little bit, as much as I could. Definitely when I was like, oh shit, she's streaming right now. And I was like, I almost don't want to watch, but I did, because I was like, I want her to be able to tell the story and know, but because you can set a scene, you can tell a story. And like we all can tell a story that we're intrigued by, but you can set the scene, and like I know exactly what you're talking about on the dino fucking part. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna say anything, or I mean the Rex part, because I was like, I already knew your competition, I already knew what happened, you know. But it's real good, and you already told the story exactly, because it's and for other people that don't know, there are dominant things that most people always run, and for you to pick a class that you don't ever run, you know.
Yeah.
Let alone to go such strategic ways, I give you guys much credit. Everybody normally goes with what, a Stegosaurus, because that is that what it? No, that's Stega. No, a Spinosaur. Which the one that everybody uses?
Everyone usually uses Spinos because they're broken right now. They have a really, really broken hitbox. They can turn on a dime. They'll kill anything. They'll kill anything and everything, and they've got health like a tank. They got more health than a Rex.
Right.
So
this is your go-to game. This is your go-to game right now. It's like your most played or fun game right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's always my one that I always have. I mean, I have the most accounts on it. So I mean, it's one that when I'm bored, you know, I just go and grow something or run around the map. It's really pretty too. So
that's PC only.
Yes. Right now.
Losers. I'm a loser.
I
Anyways,
know.
because what I would say is eventually I'll have to get to that class, but if we started an FYI group and literally had you as the one of the leader and have us, because what is it, 3 team, like 3 per team or something?
Yeah.
Because the Smug and Custy, like they're already on PC, but we do need to get more people into Smug and I's Conan and his DayZ, especially because right now in October, he's definitely going to be playing more. Now, both of those servers are on Xbox platform. What was the other platform in games that we need to? Oh, we need to get over to Atlas, because Movie Guy and Smug, myself as well, have played on it. But Atlas is another survival game that I think that we as a group could have. We need to get more people involved, because when we had people running, it was fun. You know, you just run by and be like, oh my God, fuck, they're online. Holy fuck. Look. It was always fun to see what Custy and Smug did. No matter what game you did, you log off to go and live a life, or to go to sleep, or to go to work, and you came back and you're like, what the fuck happened here, man?
Yeah, that's when I'm running like 36-hour runs and shit.
Your day off is Arc.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, I know. You're the grinder and builder. You do both. But you're definitely a grinder. I did, but I know. But let's say we, like as Smug said, like he was trying to get me to do one specific or something to. But it's hard when you're only 2 people.
I come from RP servers, so like everybody has a job. So
I would love to get into a big RP server of some sort, possibly.
Well, that's what Smug's whole initial thing is. That's why we want to do it on Conan. I'm Robert Zimaruski, for anybody that watched the Goofy movie. How are you?
I do know
Zimaruski.
We mentioned Rune last stream. He's also, I checked in on him. He's also playing an RP server right now.
Valheim? Or on what?
On Arc, actually.
On Arc,
yeah, him and one of his other, I think it's Cobalt.
I've never done RP.
So
roleplay, you would be good at it, especially because
the Isle is our, like, it's pretty much
that's
RP.
Why I was just gonna say, just because of how you said that you took a role that you normally don't do and you made it your own, that's RP. You literally that's RP.
Yeah.
People get serious,
100%.
like really serious on the Isle with their RP. Like there's servers that are dedicated to it, and if you're not like following by the rules, and they get detailed to the point where
Smug was on
water
those.
dinos stay near the water. You know, grazers are on the grasslands. Apexes are running so low, depending on what they are. Like it's crazy, and if they catch you doing against what's against the rules,
but that's how it should be.
They'll ban you. Yeah,
I mean, it's supposed to be
crazy.
a world.
It's crazy. I would want to do it, but I don't
I
know.
was on the Dark Side RP, the Atlas Dark Side RP. I don't know if you heard of any of that a couple years back, but yeah, I was on that server for a while, and
What was
we
on
had
that
a lot of
server?
very specific servers. What's that?
What was on that server?
It was Atlas.
Okay.
So
What were
Yeah,
you
it was
gonna
an
say,
Atlas
Custy?
server.
Oh, just I was thinking about like they have official servers and stuff like that where people have set specific jobs and stuff like
Yeah,
that
That's what this
as
was.
well. Like you go in and you're only a builder. You only build. You only go out. You collect resources for building,
And people
you
come
build.
to you,
And you
people come
upgrade
to you
them,
to
and
build
they're
for
like,
them.
okay, so this is what we need built here at this location. It needs to be this big. It needs to be this many blocks,
So you're like a
whatever. I need like
contractor.
10. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right. And they will be like, okay, what do you need? What does your tribe need or whatever, right? We have tamers, we have builders
what
as
we did
well,
Stone
right?
Tribe.
But you guys are the best builders, so like we want to use you guys as the builders, right? Or whatever, right?
If anybody
So-
could start an arc one besides us, would be Rune on that aspect of that's exactly what his premise of the store, the community up at the top. And then literally we were bringing the alcohol. We had it worked out with him where we were the only ones bringing alcohol and that did metal. So, and then like everybody could tame and do whatever they wanted and be able to trade or whatnot on your own because there was a currency. But something really cool on Conan is there's actual currency. So you could do that literal aspect and on, I believe, on Atlas. So where you can literally be able to have coins where the admins can go, all right, everybody gets this right off the back to start. But you have to go out and literally find the man that is a builder. You can't go and build your own thing other than a shack. Like you don't have any rights other than like building a little shit shack.
You're only allowed to use
Your
wood.
shit shack.
or less.
Or
Here you go,
thatch.
here's your
Or
coins.
thatch.
Go build
You're
a shit
only
shack.
allowed to thatch building.
Right.
You have to go
And
to a
stone
builder to
tools.
get wood or stone.
And you
or
go
whatever.
on and do that, and you make it an aspect. Like I know we're veering for a minute, but it's only on the aspect of it. We do need to get a group together. All of us are always hanging out, and regardless if we can implement it into one set. Like I know we don't want to get stuck on one game, but I know Arc is like our following. But Mike and Movie Guy and Tim, Atlas is key. There are some animals, not dinos. I know Custy. We've already talked about this. I'm not an Atlas person, but it's nautical. It is fun. We could have a whole pirate fucking night of the
I would
old
have
seven
that.
seas. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I don't mean to be the admiral or anything, but we should go to play Atlas at one point. Wow. That face. I feel like I'm getting made fun of.
That was my he's the admiral.
Yeah, right. That was good. So I'm glad she smells what I'm stepping in on. The people need to try to burn me more because that was good. When it's well played, you'll know. I'll get quiet. I'll be like, that was good. Fucking well played. So good work, my dear. But let's finish off. How was your competition in its entirety? You liked it. We know you did well for the most.
Yes,
How many rounds?
I did not think about the fact at the second round I wasn't going to be able to see the ending results. I would be only be able to hear what was going on. So, Custy, you remember because you said in chat something like, "Oh my god," or like you were like, "Oh my god," like did you make it or something? And I was like, "I don't know, I don't know what's going on." I was a mess. I was shaking. My voice was cracking. I was like, I don't know if I made it through because I died and ganked. Ganked went silent. He was like in the zone because
He's
he
the only one
was.
left alive too at one point.
Yes, he was the only
I
one.
came back. That's when I came back. You're like, "Are you guys good?" It's Gank. Everybody was trying to talk to him, but he did not say a word. And everybody, you could hear the fear in their voice. And it wasn't like a real crisis, mind you. So I'm overselling it, but you could be like, Gank.
Yep.
Gank.
It doesn't
Like
help that he
that
had
tone.
two women with really gnarly anxiety, and we both were just like the whole time.
Just a shout out to her Twitch, Hokey 360 on Twitch. There are entertaining people, not only yourself, of course, but the people you play with in that little community you have going. I know you said last show that it's not really a building community because it's real, true niche people. They are very comical. And that one other chick that you were gaming with, you could hear the anxiety. Or was it him? Whatever, you hear the anxiety.
Kim.
Oh, Kim, okay.
Yep.
Because you hear the anxiety. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God. And I just look at you and you're like more getting nervous every time they're getting it. So it's just, but you're holding it down where you're not verbal, but you can just see it in your face. You're like, I hope to God it's not that bad, man. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, can you shut the fuck up? Don't say that. Like, I'm already in my own head. I don't
Yes.
need you giving me even worse or more ideas.
Yeah. See, and the
Like
whole
that-
time before all that, she was the one calming me down. She was the one going, Hokey, it's fine. We're fine. It's okay. And I'm like, but what happens if I do this? What happens? You guys, I can't do this. I don't want to do this anymore. And yeah. That's where it went wrong. Third round, though, that was the one that was sketchy. Because we were going up against a clan that we had fought before. And I didn't know who we were fighting until Ganked said, we're fighting RV3. This clan has been on our server for a really long time. They helped fight like a really big clan on the server. I've seen what they mean. I've seen the way they fight, and they're good. They're precise. They know what they rarely fuck up.
But it
You
sounds
know?
like that's how you guys were trying. I mean,
we were on it. We were on
yeah.
it. But I still was like, you know what? Let them fuck up. Like, watch something happen and we win. You know, that's all it takes is one step, and I kill something. That's all it takes.
Yep.
Is I
Oh,
can
yeah.
turn one turn and bite something, and they're broken. They're dead.
Mhm.
So
Anything can happen.
we were first in the queue for this third round, which was terrifying in itself. And we're already ready to go. We're already on the field. We're getting ready. And I look at Ganked, but I say in the mic beforehand, I'm like, Ganked, stay away from that Rex. Because I knew that Rex was already looking at him, and he's a Spino. That was like our anchor dino right there. That was what was gonna win it for us. So I start crawling, I crouch, start going out to the middle of the field. This fucking Rex is just staring at me, not even moving. Just stoic. I get my run. I run at him, break him. He breaks me. A Giga comes up, bites me. I bite him. I think I broke the Giga. We're good. We're Gucci. I ain't gotta worry about the Giga. The Giga did a technique called Z-turning, which means
Was he Swedish? Z-turning?
Z-turning? No.
Or maybe he was German. You know, Z-turn. You know, I don't know. Z-turning.
When you get in a tight circle on that game, you want to turn on the Z-turn because you take slower steps and you make tighter turns so you can stay on the other dino's ass. You can just ass ride it and kill it. He juked me out and basically made me think that he was broken. And then the second I turned around, he was on me. Just,
Damn.
yeah. So
Playing dead.
I got broken. I died.
And then they
I
were
just had to
doomed.
listen. I had to listen to the VC. Kim got killed right after that. And then Ganked was the last one standing again. And he had full bleed. He was on the last screen before you die. I thought there was hope. And then he keeled over from bleed. So we died third round. And I don't take it to heart. But I did make notes for the next competition. That's because that's all I can do is just make notes. Regardless of whether or not I think something is broken, I still need to turn around and bite it again.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, it's dead until it doesn't move. It is dead.
yes,
Yeah, right.
exactly.
What rule is that? But anyways, I still know what the rule is. I just don't know what
Double
the number
tap?
is. Double tap.
Double
it
tap,
is
my
double
friend.
tap.
My friend, you always two in the head, fucking boom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna straight up now. Mind you, I've been called John Wick a little bit recently, but I'm straight up the theory of John Wick: 2 in the fucking chest, 1 in the fucking head. Why in the head? Because.
Yep.
Boom, 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 or it's straight up boom, boom, boom. Why the hell you shot him in the head? Why 2 in the chest? Make sure. It's why not?
Insurance?
Insurance, yeah. So
Speaking of insurance, Custy, I heard you had a pretty big day. What happened?
Yeah, I drove 2.5 hours to a completely different freaking town and got my G2, which up here is like the middle class. So now I can drive alone again. I've already had my G2. I had it for 10 years when you're only supposed to have it for 5 years technically.
It's a
But
G2.
so it's a graduate. We have a graduated license up here. So it goes G1, which is your like learner's permit, where you have to drive with somebody who has had their full G for 4 years or more. And you can't drive with anybody who's like not in your family or what. It's a bunch of bull crap. You have to be in before like midnight and everything like that, and you're not allowed on the highways.
Here. Well, it's like the learner's permit, like you said.
So I did that when I was 16 as well. Passed it within 8 months after doing driving school and everything like that. I got my G2, which is what I went and got again today because I let it expire before getting my full G.
Dude, that's right.
And I fucked up, so I had to start all over again.
So do you have to get that permit before you get your license? It doesn't matter what age you are or anything.
No. So you have to get your.
So in America.
No, yeah. How do you guys do it down there? Is it just like a learner's permit?
No. So you still have to take the book test, but if you're over the age of 18 and you pass the book test, you can go straight up and get your license. It's fucking weird and scary. Now they might
Same day.
But it's fucking scary. Now that's what the requirement to be a driving with a chauffeur is a workman's permit. You have to pass the book test. And then when you get that at 15 and a half, you can drive as long as it's not dark and you have somebody over the age of 18 plus that's in the car with you, the valid license, insurance, and all that good jazz, that you can drive. So when you become 18 and you've never done that, at one point in time, now this might have changed, but I believe it's still the same. Now, at least it was when I got, like, mind you, I got mine at 50. I did all the permit, but I know people that never did a permit, never drove until they were like 19, 20. I
didn't get mine until I was 23.
Yeah, and that's no judgment. I knew people that said, fuck that. I'm not driving. Fuck that. Sorry.
I don't fucking drive at all.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I know people that just do not drive. And they're like, well, I don't have a light. Why? Well, because I don't drive.
Because I was supposed to be a celebrity in my life, and I've always had people around to drive for me.
Chauffeur. And you still do. And he
why.
still does. You know how hard that will be when we do make it, guys? Like, fuck. Dude, I do know, like, Bill Burr. This is why I like Bill Burr. Not to drift off from Custy, because you do still have your story to tell. Bill Burr is the motherfucker that literally still will drive himself around. He's like, fuck that. If I'm going to die or crash, it's going to be on my fault. Fuck that. It's so hard for him to get in cars with like other people. Not that they don't trust him. It's just like, I drive. I have the ability to drive. I've had a fucking license since I was like, go fuck yourself. So
no one's taking this from me.
I get in the car with Dano and I'm like, I drive? I drive? And he's like,
oh, especially today.
Fine.
Yeah, especially today. Of course you did.
Today,
I would have of course you let them drive.
I drove all fucking day today. Are you kidding me? Like, even though I wasn't supposed to, I drove all the way to the licensing place on the highway, not supposed to, because I'm not allowed on the highway without my G2.
Right, okay.
Which I was going to take the test for, but it's not a written anymore. It's not written at all. Ours is a written for your G1, and then you can drive and go to learner's school or wait a year and write the go take the G2 test, which is a driven test.
No.
All right. They make you like 3-point turn, parallel park, all
Oh,
that.
good. That's what I
jazz.
was. I see. This is learn from other people's mistakes
Hey,
and
when
your
you-
own. No, sorry,
when
my
you say G1 and when you say G1 and G2, is that like your guys'
Graduated
classification
license.
of driving?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what
Think of it,
they're
movie
called.
guy.
Yeah. So like on
Just think of it. Hold on one sec. Movie guy, to break it down to what the difference is: a driving permit and then your regular driver's license. So
Okay,
one
okay.
question that I have for not only myself, because I do remember you telling me, but for anybody that might not know, in Canada. So
I
my
missed
question is, in Arizona, when you get your driver's license, you have it for almost out of every state. We are the longest state that you get to keep your license without having to renew it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are like
Yep.
until you're over 55 or some
Yeah.
shit. It's like 50 fucking 5. It's insane. Now,
Yeah.
why I asked that is, Custy, you said you let yours lapse, so you had to renew it. 5 years.
5 years.
Yep.
So
So
I
every
have
5 years.
I have 5 years to turn this, which is they're gonna send me a card.
Wait.
This is just like a
You
temporary.
have 5 years for a permit?
So there's there's 5. It's 5 years for each. So if for my G1, my written test, I have 5 years to take this one, right?
Yeah.
Because like I can practice for 5 years with somebody else in the car and everything like that, right? Then I go get this, and I can have this. This is my G2.
Yeah, which is your
Which is
official
my
license.
driver's license.
Right,
Yeah,
of
I can
course.
drive by myself. I can drive on the
Correct.
highway. I can drive past midnight.
I'm a big
Blah, blah,
boy
blah.
now.
Exactly. Right? For the second time, because I've done this fucking twice
and
now.
this is not a judgment on you or anybody that lets it when it's that much.
Mhm.
Fuck, dude. We don't have to wait for 40 something years. That is unheard of, dude. You'll forget.
Procrastination at its finest. Right?
Without a doubt.
I was smart. When I moved to Alberta, I switched my license to an Alberta license and then when I moved back, I switched it back to Ontario. So I got an extra 5 years out of it because my license almost expired when I was out there.
Smart
So I
man.
saved myself, and I tried to do it again, but I didn't have my birth certificate when I went to Alberta the last time. So I fucked myself because I didn't have my birth certificate, and I only had one technical because they won't
Form
take
of
your.
ID.
Yeah.
Well, okay, this doesn't have my address on it, but this is my health card. Right?
Yeah.
They won't take this
You put that
and the
closer.
driver's license.
Yeah. Can we see that? No. No.
There's
Oh
nothing
my
on
God,
it.
Custy, now blur all that out.
There's nothing there. Legitimately, it's my birth date and the
Only reason
expiry
why we
and the
don't want
issue
him
date.
to like show his details is he's the son of the Spin Doctors lead singer.
Well, that's why I covered this with my hand like this, because like my address is on the fingers part over here.
The doctors are
here.
spin.
Lead singer
But
from
this-
Spin Doctors and Jay
This
Muse
has got
had a
this has
baby.
got Jack on it.
Hey,
Legitimately,
that's what I'm saying.
it
That's
tells
why
you
it's
on the
Spin
back that I'm a
Doctors.
donor, and I
The
don't.
doctors were
I'll
spinning when this
donate
kid came out.
my guts when I die. But back to driver's license. So yeah, now I have 5 years to go and get my G, which is my full license, and I can technically drive with alcohol in my system. Only thing.
You can drive with
Wait.
alcohol in your system.
Yes. So
Let's
This is like-
elaborate on that.
right,
This is
right
some of the wackadoo
Absolutely.
fucking shit. The
What?
wackadoo shit that they fucking allow, but yet don't allow.
So
Oh my God.
and
It's okay.
and you get more points.
No, nobody said ever that they're
Right.
allowed to drink drunk.
You
They're
get
allowed
more
to have
points.
it in their system.
So
The no tolerance opposed to. That's the
Yes.
differential.
This
I'm
is-
just letting
this
it
is-
go for people that don't know.
yeah, this
I don't
license-
mean to be technical, but that's me.
my license right now is no tolerance, right? So
Of course, as
even
it
if it's
should
on the
be.
Makes sense.
drinking and driving don't mix. Keep your driving privilege. It says it right on the back.
No shit, guys.
No shit.
If you, dude, I'm not. Nope, never mind. Not going there. Not even. Nope. But hey, I'm no better. Okay.
Yeah,
I will
so
have to
zero blood alcohol tolerance. When you get your G, you're allowed like 0.8 or something stupid. Like
Yeah. Oh,
Mm,
0.08. Yeah, that's what our legal limit
one-
is.
Yeah.
one
Same
drink
here.
Yeah,
or
that's
something
what it is here.
stupid. Right. But other than that, freaking I did we got there like half an hour early. Well, actually more than that. We went to the mall first. I got new pants. Daniel got a Christmas present for the nephew. He got a scooter. So he's not allowed to watch this.
Okay, good call. Yeah, good call. That's probably it is. Yeah, good call.
Could have said that before.
He's not 18
Well
plus
played.
Pretty sure we
anyways.
edit that part out.
He's not 18 plus
Nah.
anyways, so he's not allowed to watch it.
Rejected.
But yeah, he got a cool Christmas present.
Nah, that's good.
And then we got to the place and I had to sign in and everything like that. They were very organized. It was 2 lineups. Whoever was going there to do the test, whoever was going there to do whatever that else you got to do. And for the test people, there's a separate kiosk that you go in, you type your shit on, and freaking the lady stands beside it, wipes it off afterwards. COVID precautions, goddamn.
You had a
Oh,
kiosk
and this
to do your
and
test at?
this. Yeah, it's like a little LED screen. You just type in your plate number, and it gives you a little ticket, and then you go back and you sit in your car. And we do our test on a computer. Yeah, it's not a written test. And this isn't a mask, apparently, according to the drive test center. Again, it's called drive test, but
Right.
that's what they call it here in Ontario, at least. I don't know what the frig they call it in every other province. But
Fucking Proverbs. They're the problem.
had a
not
smoke
us.
because, get the nerves out and shit.
I understand.
It was a little bit nerve wracking. It's
So I
been
guess-
a while since I've actually had to normally
don't know,
drive and
Because
signal
didn't smoke-
and check. I don't do any of that shit when I'm normally driving. Are you kidding me?
I guess I don't know because I didn't smoke until I was 18. But I will tell you right now, I would have to go and get high before doing something like that now, just to be like, I'm going to be too far in my own head. Now, when I was 16, I didn't smoke. So, or 15 and a half, I didn't smoke. So it was no big deal. It was like, this is the goal. This is what you're doing. You study for this. You nail this. You do this. And you so on and so forth. But when you become older and you're like, the life of the world is just fuck you. And then you start smoking and, having a crutch or whatever. I'll admit it. I smoke this, and which I wish I never started this before weed. Because I'll tell you, weed is just so much better. I quit drinking alcohol just to smoke weed. And I think everybody that needs something to lighten the edge, marijuana, So I
100%.
agree. So I agree 100% that I would have done
wasn't.
that too.
I wasn't. No, it wasn't. We didn't. I just had a cigarette because.
Oh, you just had a whole full-on
Yeah.
cigarette, which
I just
for
had a
somebody that doesn't,
cigarette because
Yeah.
I do toke, but at the same time, I wasn't going to because here
I'm just saying,
driving under the influence is illegal. Highly.
of course it is. Yeah,
Right.
no, DWI, I get it. It's same here.
But-
Same here.
But freaking and the I don't know. I smoked before we left the house this morning, right? But by the time I went to go do my test, I wasn't stoned anymore. Right? I was totally plateaued and I was a nervous fucking wreck. Because I was like, don't fuck it up. Don't, Custy, don't fuck
See, but
this
that's
up. Like
I agree.
You got it. And I did fuck up to an extent, right?
Did you
Apparently, when I
Did you say
turned
Chris
left,
or did you say Custy? Because I believe you said Custy.
I said Custy.
Yeah, I believe you did, brother. I believe you did. Be honest.
Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up because you
The
got
Custy, our bus driver. This is why you need the license, right? Because when we go and rent a bus or something, or we send Mark out on here, and you guys literally rebuild a
went to
bus,
mobile home.
we will literally have the funny yet insensitive. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm an asshole. Welcome to the funny yet insensitive, only an hour plus into the run. Holy shit, guys. We have not introduced. We had the funny yet insensitive episode.
Did we not today?
No.
It doesn't even matter.
It
These people
doesn't
should know
matter,
by
but
now.
Jesus. Yeah, we just don't give a fuck. That's fucking A. They don't even give a fuck. They're so cool. They don't even need to drop their name.
Right? We just
No.
say who we are and then carry on. God damn it.
We just can't
I'll own
fuck
it.
you guys. We just,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know who
Anyways,
we are. You know why you're
yeah,
here.
yeah. because you're our moms and dads and uncles and anybody
the
else
face,
that we
Hokey.
fucking force you to listen to this shit and go, dude, can you go drop a comment? Can you make a fake mail? Just come on, do anything. Do anything.
Oh, fuck.
So, Custy, no, straight up, I've already had this thought. Like, you know how cool it would be that you are the bus driver of a
Oh, hell
fucking
yeah.
bus? No. And we literally go to fucking somewhere and we literally have you go pick people up. And we do a show. Me and Tim will be like fucking recording stuff. And we'll have movie guy recording us and we'll interact. We'll get you involved when we get. Dude, you are the Bang Bus. You are driving.
Bang Bus tours.
But mind you, this will be the
Hell
funny
yeah.
yet insensitive tour bus. But you are the Bang Bus driver. Can I? Then that's when that song
Hokey's
plays.
like, do
Bang
I
the bus.
even want to be on this bus?
I'll protect you.
You guys, Smug saw that. I was like,
Wait a minute. What am I getting
I
myself
said-
into?
I don't.
just escalated quickly. I did not sign a release.
Good thing you haven't stepped foot on the bus yet. So no.
Exactly.
Anyways, the aspect of I said it's the funny yet insensitive tour bus, and he's just the Bang Bus driver. So what he does on his off time, that's his business.
That's
But when he's
his
driving the bus, he's just the bus driver. But
That's the
fair
best.
warning, ladies, he's the Bang Bus driver. So you know, watch yourself.
What happens
No.
after driving hours stays after driving hours.
Wow, that's almost Vegas. We should drive to Vegas. You'll fit
Hey.
right in. You'll fit. We'll leave him there. It's okay. That comical.
I'd fit in just fine. I'd be
You would-
good.
You're pretty comical. You probably fit in just fine. My dad lived there for a year and a half, and he's just like, I don't know how I did it. I'm like, I do. You fucking said you were a so-called disc jockey, and then you're like fucking. I'm like, yeah, of course you fit in. It was the fucking 70s, 80s. Of course. Whatever it was like the early 80s or some shit. And I was like, of course you fit in. You're energetic, and then that, of course. Think of me, but just a different like if anybody was to do a fucking ramp up or be a stand up, that should have been my dad. My dad should have done it. Just like Jim Carrey thinks his father should have done stand up, same thing for me. Like I give all my fucking credit of being like my mother's side is funny enough, but that's like the real like subtle fuck you humor. My dad is just like, hey motherfuckers,
Best guy.
welcome. You know, very theatrical Robin Williams stand-up status, you know, just making everything the show because he wants people to laugh. Because, you know, you're so inside your own head, you got to pull yourself out by pulling people in, you know, but distraction. That's all it is.
Okay.
So all around your day, Custy, it was sounds very eventful. Are we at
It was.
we at the tier yet of your day? So you got your
Um,
license. You passed the quiz. The
I
quizzy.
did. I did.
Nice.
And as we're driving home, Dano's obviously doing the mad search for a car because his
They didn't want-
question about a week ago was, so if we're going to the track on the Thanksgiving weekend, are you going to have a car? If you're getting your license, you going to have a car? And I'm like, no. Are you kidding me? I'm broke right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's just life.
he messaged his amazing girlfriend and
Outs to Sarah.
yeah, shout outs to Sarah hardcore. And yeah, I ended up searching up a whole bunch of different cars. We looked at a couple BMWs, we looked at a couple
That's what Mark drives.
different choices, Miatas. He even joked at buying a what was it? Ford Probe.
So
There was a Ford
know what
Probe
you
in
got.
there.
now I know what you got, but for the people, I drive a version that looks like because I bought the ES version, the upper class, but mine looks like a knockoff version of your car. Because it literally does. Like from afar away, mine does look like yours. What was the vehicle that you decided on?
I ended up getting a 2003 Lexus IS 300,
Nice.
and it is red, which I hate. Um,
And why do you
oh,
hate the red?
Hey,
Come on.
Um,
Can I know why? Break it down. Because I mean, like, I like the red.
he's like,
Smug
fuck
likes the red.
there's,
Why the fuck are
there's
you being so judgmental on the red? My dad's a
well,
redhead.
I just sold
redhead.
a red Jetta.
Your
to-
chair is
to-
red,
to
bro.
Dano. My chair
Yeah.
is red, right? I have
Butthole.
nothing against the red at all.
The
right?
red community, I
It's not
apologize.
a personal hate.
Red community.
It's more of like
Hey, is the red it
911.
gonna
There
allow
was
this?
a red Lexus that just went sideways around the corner.
Oh no. I understand 100% what you said. You stand out like a motherfucker. That's why I got a white fucking car, because everybody has a white fucking car.
Hello,
You don't-
my name's fucking Custy,
Especially
and I drive
you.
a red fucking Lexus.
No, so okay. Not to take away, I used to have a G20 92 G20 gold with a fucking custom spoiler that fit the car. You didn't see a G20. You definitely didn't see a 16-year-old driving a fucking 1992 G20 and fucking early 2000s like a little shit, fucking taking the corners, pulling the e-brake like a motherfucker. Sorry, Dad. No, just kidding. Fuck that. He probably knew I was a little rebel. But anywho's, no, it wasn't even from him. I was okay. So my first car was a Mazda Protege, and it was a little 5-speed banger, because just like I will teach my kids, if you can drive a 5-speed, you can drive anything in the world. So your first car is going to be a manual, only on the aspect anybody can drive a fucking automatic. But when you know that you could drive that, you could drive anything in the world, even 3 on the tree, fucking. You could drive anything once you know what you're doing. 4 on the floor. Yeah, that's a fucking thunderstone. So once you comprehend that, you can drive any of them. So my first car was a little Mazda Protege, and it was by a mechanic, whatever. My dad bought it. I had to repay him back, so I bought my first car, this, that, and the other. I burnt out the clutch. We replaced it, and then my mother needed a car, and my grandmother didn't want to give her that car because she wanted a new car. And she's like, Bob, I will sell this car to you. Your mom, I don't want your mom, to ruin it, basically. Give it like on that. It was the truth. Like, my mother wouldn't have utilized the car for the value of what it was. It was a luxury G20, Infinity G20 92, only a couple years old at the time, and leather interior, all that, the kits and caboodle, because it was my grandmother's car, and she sold it to me for only $1. So yeah, because she wanted to make it legitimate business, and I didn't know what it was going to be until we went and made it. And the agreement, she's like, "I'll tell you when we get there. Just when you do it, make the sale." So it was all like, because that's what my grandmother wanted to instill in her grandchildren, values. And you're going to always order and talk for yourself. You're going to get what, if you want it, you're going to have to earn it or say it or do it. That's why it's like, for me, asking somebody, well, just tell me. I don't, and this is all her. What do you want? And we will make this happen. But you are the one that wants it. So I need you to tell me, and we will make that happen. But one step at a time. Doesn't mean that we're going to get it today or tomorrow, but we will get there. Like, just have faith have faith in yourself, have faith in me, have faith in the the optimism, because the minute you have that, it will happen. It's one way or another. So go back onto, you got your red car. I don't mean to like drift away, but I want to pull back to you.
Drift away. Talking about drifting away. That's exactly what this car was purchased for.
Nice.
Motherfucking drifting.
Well played, sir.
We are legitimately going to take this car to the track Thanksgiving weekend. Don't forget to check out my live stream, because I will be live streaming on my account.
Can we
On
get
what?
on
Freaking day.
Can we get on you or Dan's must-see list? Because I know that right there. I just what Smug did. Can I tell them?
Tell them what?
Because I think I know what he referred to on that day, of what that day is.
What day is what day?
What did you do that for, Smug?
Because he was talking about go check his live stream out. So I
Oh
figured
yeah,
a link.
absolutely.
Oh.
Okay, yeah,
He's
I
gonna
got
put
you.
a
I'm
link
sorry.
there.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
thought he did that to be because I know what that day is to Tim himself. So I want to try to get you in general. It's Tim's birthday, so
We're going drifting on Tim's birthday?
whoop, whoop.
Damn.
Nah, you're drifting
So,
for
That's
Tim's
why I
birthday.
asked. Can I
Yeah,
tell
I'm
them? Can I
gonna-
tell them? I mean, I'm sure I know it. So it's
I'm
just
gonna
like,
burn a set of tires for you then on the
but yeah,
weekend,
that
bro.
would be
Oh.
cool. That would be very
Hells
cool.
yeah.
Now, what I was gonna say is, can we record something leading up to or right after that? Preferably, we do a Thanksgiving stream. You know, sometime after our Halloween stream, maybe one in between those two. So maybe like the 5th or 6th episode, we'll have like a Thanksgiving themed one, but we'll try to do it record beforehand, even if it's the day that you're doing it, like or the day before. You said you're doing it for a weekend.
Well, yeah, when do you guys have Thanksgiving? Your
It's
guys
usually
is
the
later
tw-
than
it's
ours.
It
It's
just
different.
depends. It's usually
Yeah.
Your
it
guys is
is.
different.
That's-
Mine's
It's
the
always the
maybe-
fourth. It's always the
Mine's
fourth
the
Thursday.
11th. Mine's
yeah.
mine's the second Monday. or
Oh,
something
dude.
like
So
that.
we'll be able to do it. That's perfect.
the third Monday.
So this is perfect. No, that will be perfect. We will, if we could record something the night of after you do that stuff and we get a little bit of clips or something from you, even if it's the day after, we'll be able to record together maybe like Tuesday, Wednesday, like I said. And that way we won't like, if we do this more, we won't have as many edits and we could do a little Thanksgiving shout out kind of, even if it's a teaser or regardless, because I want to pay tribute to our community and everywhere that how we've met. Chris, to you, legitimately, you have brought us Hokey, you've brought us others in this community, and it's only going to tear off more. You have brought FYI together more than you know. I claim to be the bridge builder, but you lay down the fort, man. You literally let them know this is a community to grow with and hang out. And you've brought us Hokey, you've brought us Amy, you've brought us many others. And hey, shout out to you because this is me and Tim's initial goal. And when we saw you and met you and knew who you were, you're good people, bro. And you've only helped us grow further and further. And just to, hey, don't mean to take away from it, but you do need a fucking straight up thank you from me alone. Like
Well,
Chris, you thank you.
I appreciate it, man. Like,
No, I
it's what-
appreciate
it's
you.
it's what like this is. I hate to say it, like my parents were a hard freaking hard freaking. You know, if you're not here on the freaking bar, you're not good enough. And then I'd get to fucking there, and my dad's like,
Still
"Oh,
not.
well, the bar's up here now," and I'm like, "You fucking kidding me? I just grinded my ass off to get to where you thought was fucking good
Of course.
enough, and I'm still not freaking.
And let me tell you, as
still
of
not
no,
good enough." So
no, it's not.
he
that you're not
actually
good
laughed
enough.
at me for this shit, and I'm like, "Yeah, how much money you make? How much money you make?" I'm like,
That's your
"I've
father.
I've made the first $100. I got my first payout. What? On this one, we've made freaking almost twice that now."
Where it
Yeah,
starts.
So
Okay, you don't have to tell him this, and this is something for everyone. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Okay, so you gotta start somewhere, and if you're willing to jump both feet in, you're gonna fucking make something. And
That was
guess what?
fun.
Not everybody's opinion of you matters. It's
Oh.
what you and everyone that you cherish. Now, I understand. Trust me. Let me preach to the show real quick of it's nothing yet, guys. I know, but it will become something. This is going to be a much better run than our first, and it's only going to get better. When you have something like this and you have any idea, you got to keep that real whole and you tribunal where you only trust the critics that you really, because that's what I'm trying to tell others. Like, don't put everyone in the world to let them judge you. But when you do have an idea, bring it to the community that you trust. And if they like it, then you have to go forth with it. Now, on the aspect of the show, I didn't want to show my family because, like most, you get a critic. And the hardest critic is going to always be yourself. But who do you know who you are? Your family. So when they go, fuck, I don't know about that. I don't like that. Or they don't give you the fucking thought you wanted. It hurts. It always will. But that's where the one opinion of you still doesn't matter. It's what you think or want for it. So you'll be able to succeed with you as long as you keep forth the faith in it. So I go, Smug makes a good thing. Show him. Get anybody. I show my uncle. Not only did I tell my uncle, I showed him. And he goes, holy fuck, dude. Why are you still working at this shit job that you hate? You know that fucking Ron, another buddy of his, this is what he does for a living. He runs 3 radio stations, this, that, and the other. This is what you could be doing. And I fucking got goosebumps. This is what Smug said he could see us doing one. It's like, dude, if I could start a 24-hour radio station, at least one, and all of us have a portion, and dude, not only get some fucking real revenue, but have it local. He's down in the Tempe area of Arizona, which is the booming college scene for our town. So he hits demographics that we're not hitting. And when my uncle goes, I bet you I can get you some publicity, some like airtime. I'm like, let alone, I'm like, me and Tim need to go over there right now. Like, I was just getting like the workman's fucking, you get those slumps, but this was like, motherfucker, like, I got news for it. Like, and this is all in the works, guys. Like, so that's what I'm saying. You don't think I got this shit written down, Custy? Remember how I told you write a note? Motherfucker. Yep. Writing that shit, it thinks from a thought to a saying it out loud. And when you're able to say it out loud, you're like, wow, that you can get the genuine, wow, should I not have said that? Should I have gone with that? Because that true, input only happens when you say it verbally. But then when you go, yes, and you physically start doing something of even simply writing it down, goes to the next step. And then you see it. And it all point of, all right, fucker, all right, I'll do it. I don't care if it annoys you. That's the fire within. That's the fire under your ass. I don't care how you see it.
Oh, it's the drive and desire, right? Like
right. Amen.
My dad used to always. That's like one thing I will say. Like, my parents were hard, but I wouldn't be who I am today and have all of the shit that I have. 2 racing freaking sims, my 2 PCs, and everything like that. My beautiful freaking microphone. I love this thing, by the way. But I wouldn't have any of my shit. I wouldn't have been able to buy all of these cars that I've owned and everything like that without being pushed and fucking like hounded about, you need to be successful. You need to freaking outdo me. You need to freaking you need to be making over 250K a year to beat my ass. And I'm like,
he's putting the bar very high.
Christ.
Now, I don't want him to be like devil's advocate, but let me tell you, my father's the same way. He used to give me the hardest shit in the world. And this is what I was saying earlier to us in the little private Discord, which I have no shame of. My dad made it seem like when I bowled and I was a semi-pro bowler, don't want to keep going on this. We're going to get to Movie Guy. We're going to get it all rolling. I know Custy's going to go. I think we can all still hang out if that's all cool, and we'll keep rolling. But I want you to finish off with all your stuff and where they can catch your stream. But my dad, when I was a bowler, used to go, that was shitty. That was piss poor. What the fuck was that? Because he knew I could do better. And on one-on-one, he'd be like, come on, man. I know I've seen you do better. But verbally out loud, and my grandmother would go and his mother would go and smack, like, what are you fucking doing? You don't talk to your kid that way. And he's like, no, it worked. And I had to literally go to my grandmother and be like, don't do that. He is not wrong. And I fucking would go and hit strike. Like, it mentally, when they come off passive aggressive, they don't know how to tell you they want more and see more within you to pull it out. Like my dad, like I said, he came from a very hard niche thing that probably never said a word to him, let alone a physical. They were more physical. Me, my dad, he always tells me one-on-one. But when it becomes the world, he's like, what the fuck? This is the guy when I was a young kid hanging out. He'd go, and he would go, Bob, that's a lady, just to get me out of my comfort zone, to build success within. It's like, wait, the world is going to be knocking at your door. And if you're not ready to snap at that fucking response, you're gonna get eaten up by the world, dude. And you need to be as fucking quick as you can. And I was a fat kid, so I gotta be funny. I gotta get people to laugh. I don't want fuck them if they're laughing at me. At least they're laughing. They're not hating. Fuck them. And even if they're hating, at least they're talking about me. I learned that later in life.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So
Well, the biggest thing with me, I'm all about driving. I always have been. I raced go-karts since I was 8. Right. So that was a huge thing. My dad looked at me one year and was like, soccer or go-karts? And I was like, that's a dumb question. Go-karts.
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. He wanted to make sure what he knew about his son was so true that he goes, I'm going to give him some stupid fucking results. And then you'd be like, soccer? Okay. Or go-karts. Oh, go-kart. Like, fucking A, right? Like,
He took me to the
dad wasn't
track
wrong.
once. He took me to the track once, and I was hooked instantly because it wasn't like what we call here Nebs, because we have this place that's North End
10 years
Bowling.
from now, Custy, you're going to look at your dad. I'm just saying it because I look at my father. I do the same thing. Same age bracket as where you were. I'd be like, Jesus, this guy's kind of a dick. And like, but I get where he's coming from. But what the hell? Now you're like, that motherfucker loves you. Like, just know. My dad, same thing. Now you can bullshit with that guy and he'd be like, no, you're my kid. You're doing the bet. Like, fuck the world. You are doing great. It's going to take time. And it's only time, man. Only time is going to tell. It's the legitimate old saying.
Well, I got the good old like, oh, what did you buy? A car. Is it reliable?
Yeah.
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 100%. How many modifications it got done to it?
That's because he knows you.
Not,
That's because he knows you.
okay, it's got suspension in it, Dad. Okay, anything else? Well, it's still got all the cats in it, but I'm gonna cut those out.
Oh my god.
So,
and he's just like, oh well, yeah. Like he sends me another car. He's like, you could have had this, and it would have been more reliable. And I'm like, yeah, but that's all-wheel drive. This one's rear-wheel drive. This one's slidey boy. That one not.
now another
Not a
thing
slidey
he could
boy.
be doing. Another thing he could be doing is testing you to see if you're willing to stand up for your purchase. Meaning that everybody in the world's going to question you. How determined are you? Now, if you're willing to tell off the person that you cherish their opinion, that means you're going to tell off anybody else. You know what I mean? It's like the minute you start standing up for yourself and to your family is when you're going like, who the fuck are you to judge me?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? If I don't let them do it, there ain't no fucking way I'm letting you do it. That's why I don't put up with other people's bullshit. I put up with a lot of my own bullshit and my own family's bullshit, but who the fuck are you to take my time and effort? Like, I'm sorry, but if it's under the wing shit. Like, I can't do it.
I don't know if you guys have seen the meme where the guy goes to Home Depot and makes his own side skirts. He buys trough, like for your house, like Eve's trough,
Yes.
and he cuts it to length and puts it on the side of his car and makes side skirts out of it. So I don't know if you've seen my car earlier when I showed it to you guys.
Well, that's what I was going to get into. Are we going to do a pause for the cause, or should we let movie guy come in? Or how much longer are you able to hang with us?
I was probably gonna jump out and probably just like maybe send Smug a picture of it, and
okay.
That way we can just plop it in or something like that.
That'll work.
But I did the side skirts that are on my car are really massive, and they're extremely ground effects like looking, right? My one buddy, I sent him pictures of the car. He goes, "Did you go to Home Depot?" I was like, "Oh my fuck, yeah, we got eavesdrop side skirts, bud." He's like, "Fucking rights, I knew you were ratchet as fuck."
Oh
And I was
my
like,
god.
"Yeah." my other buddy is like, "Why do you always buy a clapped out piece of shit?" I'm like, "It's not though. It needs a little bit of love, and I normally don't give my cars love, but you know, this one I might, because like it's a really nice freaking car, and I've paid twice as much as what I normally do for cars for it. So yeah, I might keep this one and be nice to it. Right?
Yeah, you should.
Not completely destroy it like I knew all of my other vehicles.
Right.
Hence number 16. Oki's like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Custy. I'm
16.
28, and I've owned 16 vehicles, including a truck twice because I sold it to a kid, and he called me a month later to come pick it back up, and then I had to go to court for a $200
I'm on my
fine
17th
because I
vehicle as
didn't
well.
pay it.
Because I've bought vehicles and given them to people myself. I've given my mom 8 vehicles in my life. I've owned
Holy
17.
crikey!
Yeah, that's why
Holy
my
crikey.
grandmother did not want to give her the fucking car. Like,
Why did you? How many cars did she
it's not-
destroy? Like,
it's not that she destroyed them. It's that she just works at them, like drives them, doesn't like have a boyfriend to tell her put the fucking oil in like a real fucking man should, like literally the boyfriend she's
maintain
had,
them
unfortunately.
properly.
It's not even that hers. It's like you forget it, you get complacent. But a boyfriend that fucking drives that car that shouldn't be, let alone fucking, yeah, damn well should be. Like, it's fucking hard for me to go, who the fuck are you? Even I don't fucking work on my cars, like a guy should. I get somebody to do it, or that somebody that will work with me that knows what they're doing. But
Check mine.
As long as it gets done.
yeah, you do that. Mark
I
has
have
2
to.
daughters. Mark
It's
has 2
mine.
daughters, and when he works on his car, he's like, "You're learning this shit. You're not going to trust, or you're not going to rely on a man to do this for you."
University of YouTube.
Yep, amen.
My sister used to race with us, right? So my dad's rule was carts need to be ready by Wednesday for racing on Saturday. So if your shit's not oil changed, chains lubed, tires checked, all the air pressures, make sure if we're running a race, we're not on we're on our practice tires for the first 2 rounds because tires are $220 a set. They're fucking expensive, and dad's not buying you a new set if you run the wrong tires too long. Right? And it's like, oh my goodness, okay, all right, well, this is this much, that's that much, right? I did all the math. When I was a kid, we used to go through like 10 grand a year worth of crap in go-kart fees. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, I could have played hockey growing up. But fuck that. This was way more fun. This was way more fun. My sister had a 6-speed shifter cart at one point. Like 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. If your face was anywhere close to that tire, it would peel the skin off of it.
Damn.
On warm-up days, like you'd walk down to the pits, revving this thing, and the tires would just be spinning like a motherfucker. Wing, 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 just to get it to warm up and everything, right? And at one point, my sister was moving pylons across the track outside of her go-kart, and my dad came down around one corner, and instead of going to the outside of the track where she should have, and my dad go around the corner, she tried running to the inside and didn't get out of the way by about that much. The tire caught her suit pant leg and went up her leg and just below her knee, snapped her tib and fib, and she went rocketing into the ground. Oh yeah. Tib and fib. She had like 6 screws and a pin to fix her leg, a rod down her leg. Oh,
Nope.
absolutely insane. And she had somebody drive over her once, like straight up her back bumper, over her head, down her hand. Down her hand as she's holding onto the steering wheel with no cages around her or anything, right? And just down the front. The mom comes over and she's like, it was just adrenaline. My dad's like, what are you even talking about, adrenaline? The kid didn't turn the corner. He drove over my daughter.
He straight drove over her.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Oh, we also had a cart light on fire at one point
Oh, nice.
in our whole racing career. But that all instilled my instincts in driving and everything like that, and like all of my buddies look at me like you were saying earlier, Sultan. There's like a need to know I have to drive, right? Right, where I always have to drive because I've been in cars with other people and they're like, the radio?
Yeah, no, yeah, you gotta.
And you're like, bro, there's cars slowing down in front of you. You need to slow down, please.
Backseat driver.
No, of course, terrified.
Right?
I only have a few people I trust that can drive, and most people understand that. Like, okay, so you, let alone you get in a car with them, but the people that you trust enough to fall asleep in the car, fuck, if you can count them on your hand, that's amazing. Because
I've never fallen asleep in a car with someone else
Zero.
driving.
I won't.
oh,
I won't.
like
I
not
don't
your
trust
parents
anybody
or
enough.
any. I have.
When I was a kid, yeah.
When I was a kid.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. My dad.
I will see you in Colorado, Jeffrey. I'll
Yeah.
fucking be out the whole time.
See, yeah, that's fucking amazing. Go fuck yourself. No, I have two. My dad and Mark. Mark is the only other person that I've probably ever been able to fall asleep in a car because I believe I've seen him have situations and avoid them. He's like, I trust your driving. I believe that you will be in the best benefit to survive this. You know, shit will happen.
If
I've
I'm
always
dead
believed in
tired,
like I need a second pair of eyes on the road, no matter what time it is.
Amen. As you should.
That's how I've always thought of it. Is like if I fall asleep, if they don't see something and I do, I could have prevented an accident.
if you're in the back seat and there's a passenger, my rules more than welcome to pass out, right? I need a co-pilot to stay the fuck awake with me. I don't like the dark. Driving it in the dark, I'm not a fan of myself.
Wait, you're not a fan of the After Dark series that movie guy does? Dude, that's not fucking cool. He's our guest today, man. What the fuck? Which we have to get into. So stay tuned, guys. If this Maple Leaf fucking Moose Man would fucking shut the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Chris. But we are getting to a time frame of this kid just no, you're all good. I just know you're getting late and I don't want to pull away from you. But this is the whole thing. These banters and talks are good.
Yeah.
And they'll keep you up. And if it's willing to keep him up, guys, it's willing to keep going. As long as we can. I don't want too much editing, for Smug, but we got this. It's going real well. Didn't mean to be a dick and cut in and cut off.
Look at my saltines real quick.
Yeah, I had a
Look at my saltines.
Hey, I am the great Saltini.
That's
You can
awesome.
catch me anytime you like. Just I'm a call away.
How many hours? Like 8?
Not
Yeah,
even.
not bad.
How fast you driving? Or how fast do I need to drive?
I am
mean,
5 over the limit.
5 over the limit? Ooh, smart
Yes.
woman. No tickets for ye. I mean,
No,
That's it?
I can't afford that. You kidding
no,
me?
I didn't need a canine. I need a
I
canine.
drove my new car
I'll be honest. I'm like 5 to 10 always. Like
That
give
depends.
or take. Depends. It depends.
There's no one on the road. I'm like, let's go.
No, actually, no. That's not when I do it. I actually
That's what
flow
I do.
with traffic.
It's
I do the
horrible.
exact. No, it's exactly because you're standing out even worse. Like no.
I drifted
Last time
my
I
new
drove
car.
to California. Sorry, no. Go ahead, Custy.
I drifted my car all the way home. Like every corner that I turned, I threw the fucking thing sideways.
A kid.
Because-
He's our little brother. We got to teach this kid. Don't
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
ruin your new toy, dickhead, and or lose the permit you
Yeah, I
just
was gonna
got.
say, or gets pulled over and the
Right.
cop's like, "Can I see your license, registration?"
Okay.
They're like,
Yeah, no
Wow.
shit, man.
Just
Like,
got it. Nice.
I better confirm. We did take country roads
like, that turn
all
was
the
good,
way
though.
home.
"Country
Like we took
road."
back
Take me
roads
home.
all the way home because like one it was where I came from, the town that I was in, the car is well known by the police, and I didn't want to get pulled over, so we legit just straight up dipped out of that town as far freaking east as we could get to where we had to start coming down, and then we just kind of zigzagged through the little towns all the way down to where we are. So yeah, I think I hit 180 at one point, kilometers an hour.
Kilometers. So 180 is
Kilometers.
30 under 45 or something like that in a car. I don't know.
Well,
I think it's a 40 differential. 180.
kilometers to miles per hour.
I wouldn't even drive
111.
home for my license test.
I was doing 111, and I was in.
That's a lot
like-
more than I thought. That's a lot more than I
I
thought.
was
Wait,
in
how
like a
much?
111
Miles per hour.
Miles per
Nice.
hour.
That-
Uh-oh,
that-
you're in trouble with mom.
Yo,
I was just gonna say
Are you
that.
kidding?
Mom is pissed, and I literally am upset with the child too. Brother,
1 second.
what the
My
fuck,
Mini
man?
Cooper, I maxed it out at 240 kilometers an hour, which is one.
Have you ever seen what happens to the
149,
human body
And I looked up at my
after
GPS.
60 miles an hour?
I looked
Mangled.
I looked up at my GPS and it said 255 on the GPS, which is 158 miles an hour. And the road ended in 700 meters, so I had to slow down really fucking quick. I was double clutching every single gear, like brr, brr, shift gear, brr, brr, shift
We
gear,
care about this
brr,
boy.
brr. Oh, I'm an adrenaline junkie, like to the absolute max. Okay, I used to drive a go-kart that was this far off the ground that did retarded speeds. So now I'm still chasing that, which is really bad. But we're trying to just leave it at the track.
I was gonna say,
Right.
save it for the track, save it for the track, because we care about you. We care about
Yeah.
you. I've seen what happens. I've seen what happens, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
A
Oh, heck
track
not
is,
yeah.
good.
if anything's
heck
going to
yeah.
happen, it's better that it's on a track with some emergency personnel there. Yeah.
100%, right? Like, right, the weekend we're going to, it's just a flat pad. I'm not actually going on the track because I'm not
Still.
paying the $250 to get on the track for my first day and wreck my car in the mud. No, like,
Yay!
we'll stay on the
No, but you'll
giant
drive
pad.
110 on a back road,
Yeah,
Mom.
fresh out of
And
the
then-
DMV.
Tell him, Hokey.
Yeah.
Get him, Hokey. Get him.
scraping the
Care
freaking
about
car.
this boy.
'cause
I don't want him to get hurt.
It's
I
this
agree,
it's
I
this
agree.
far off the ground. What are you talking about?
What are you
Nobody
talking
cares.
about?
Nobody cares about me. I got a Grim Reaper on my shoulder for a reason.
That's the wrong reasons.
is right behind you.
Okay. Why tempt him? Why challenge
Exactly.
this
Don't
man?
tempt him.
I have a death wish. Like,
No,
we
you
don't like
don't.
that.
straight up death wish. Like if I
No, no.
I legitimately didn't buy a crotch rocket because I know I'd kill myself on one. I bought a freaking bag, like a bobber, because I could still kill myself on that. That's why I haven't ridden it yet. But
Bobber.
motorcycle.
Yeah, it's a bobber. Yeah, so it's the one that doesn't have a big ass long fender on the back.
Mhm.
It's the one that's usually cut, so it's the wheel open. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
New terms.
so-
New terms. I know these now.
So yeah, my bike was modified into a bobber. It's just a short rear fender bike with like no to little rear suspension. Right.
We'll get into another
Um,
topic of motorcycles. 'cause I have a
motorcycles, heck yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But we'll do that on a
exactly.
later show. Not to
Mhm.
cut you off on that. It's just that is
But-
good content that we can all talk about.
But
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, so
Mhm.
255 is the fastest I've ever gone in kilometers. Personally, apart from being in like a plane or some shit.
That
But
was
Crazy.
funny shit.
What was
Sorry.
funny?
Whoever's got the TV on, I'm pretty sure it's you, Sultan. You
Yeah.
said fuck, and right as you said that, it beeped. It was like on point.
I thought I had thought he had a soundboard.
Oh, it was that legit. No.
Yeah.
It was.
Damn. Okay.
oh,
Sorry to
that's
bring-
great.
Thank you, TV.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, TV. It did it again.
Ah.
That was so perfect.
Okay. It is going. I hear it now. Whoever this guest is on this show is just cussing up a storm. They're like, God, it's the FYI guys. They don't fucking not see. There it is again. They don't bloody not cuss, mate. It's ridiculous. These guys are sailors. We are in public. So, not to cut any of Custy off,
Oh.
we want you to still hang, but we do need to get movie guy Mike, movie guy aka Mike, movie guy 710 on Twitch for anybody that wants to follow his After Dark series. Mike, we've been friends for many years. You, me, and Tim.
Yes,
Tell us a
indeed.
little bit now to just set the scene on whom you are and however long you want to talk. Don't go right into your Twitch necessarily, but we've known each other. You did want to do some acting in your past, and then tell them a little bit about who you are as an individual. The stage is yours.
Yeah, that is right. I did actually want to do some acting in my past. I actually signed up for the talent agency, unfortunately, that I never continued with. But it was pretty good for the auditions that I did get to go to. For the things that I got to experience when I did. It was something in my life that I'll never forget. Like, that's for sure. But the whole what it takes to get your headshots done, to making sure you're getting to these auditions, making sure that they have someone in mind, but why not try and change your image
Put yourself out there. Only reason why I lead into that aspect is, don't worry, we will be doing satire, we will be doing skits to come, and the more and more you hang out and our community enjoys you, I'm going to pull you back into that frame, dude. Don't think your old headshots to where you are now to where you were. Like, don't let any passions fucking fly by. Write a note. Like, legitimately, we will get you back into the... Dude, I know your comfort zone, and I know who you are. We grew up, like I said. We'll pull you back in, bro. We just need to keep you active. That's all it is. And you got some real shit going, too. You got your own niche now on Twitch. Niche on Twitch. How about them apples?
Bitch.
It took me so long to get there, 3 years. But you know what? It was a good drive. It's a good drive. And that's where the After Dark series comes in. It's something that I seriously work hard on. It's dedicated to horror, jump scares, and I usually do it on midnight, from midnight, on, just to kind of get that feeling of, the whole jump scare aspect. I worked at a haunted house for 4 years, and I know how everything works. So it's and it's like I want to get jump scared again. Not like I used to, but with new games like Outlast coming out, it's kind of working. What's up?
That is my nightmare.
These guys.
I've worked at haunted houses I've worked at haunted houses for a very, very long time.
Not to interject, but these two cats, Movie Guy and Smugwolf, did you ever see Eight-Legged Freaks?
Yeah.
And shit. They did stuff around that movie. They watched
I
the
was
building.
there when they blew up the mall.
That's exactly what I was going to say. The mall I used to go to as a child. That mall gets blown up. Yeah.
Me and Movie Guy. Also, we were bar patrons in a very small movie called The References.
Oh, yes.
We're actually in the credits on that one. I have the DVD for it.
I get all over the bonus footage on that movie.
He's in the bonus footage too. Yeah,
all over. See, that's why I told you, Mike. Don't think that I'm not here to pull you into greatness. I will get you back out of your comfort zone. I will help you. We will grow together. So, and I dude, that's what you has anybody seen in the Discord? For anybody that's not in the FYI Discord, you want to, take a look, see, try to become a part of it. Smug has, I believe, put the video of him doing that little vampire. What video did you do? Just the rock and roll one, or did you do your zombie movie that you did with your long hair in the kitchen? So back in the day, they were gonna.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I would say I think that was a zombie movie.
Well, yeah, the zombie one. Yeah, I did that.
But I didn't know which one he posted. I didn't know which one you posted in there.
I didn't post.
Yeah.
Well, the moderators only. Did I post in there?
No, you didn't. Like in Blast of the Past, I thought.
No, I think it's in moderators only for just. It was at the time just for Custy to see. Yeah.
Oh well, you guys are left out. Straight up, no mod, no video for you.
No video.
Sorry.
No, maybe we'll share it sometime.
Maybe.
You only shared that to me straight up, didn't you?
No, I think it was in moderator only where Hokey could go back and look at it and stuff. But nonetheless, it is she had to have seen it because there's the Danzig remark, and she thought it was, a disc jockey of the three metal whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, because Smug had fucking long ass hair back in the day. When I met Smug, we've changed, man. We've changed. Bro, no, oh my God, no. There's visual change and then there's physical fucking change. Like I'm a whole person lighter.
Right.
Like I think
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty close.
Dead.
Pretty close. I mean, I was chubby, fat, but I wasn't the extreme as I
See,
was
and
when
I
I was
can't
a kid.
see it. When you showed
Would
me
you
the
get
picture,
rid of the
I could not
ex-wife?
see it. I
Oh
couldn't
my
see it.
god, that is definitely a blast of the past. I'm a big boy. I was a big boy, not anymore, but I was.
Yeah, I've always been
Yeah.
a twig.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Tiny little twig.
for folks who don't know, Sultan was a little bit bigger, but he didn't get rid of his ex-wife. That's not what he means about a whole other person. Just so you guys know.
Let alone would have to have a wife to have an ex-wife. But yeah,
Yeah.
a
nonetheless,
whole other person. Well, he got rid of the ex-girlfriend then.
that is a good.
I'd love to see the page or your Twitch of the horror games though, because I can't play them.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
there are some really good
Yeah.
jokes.
I have to force
You play,
myself.
you play Faz though.
I have to
And
force myself.
I want to play Fast so bad.
I can play
Like,
fast.
Faz
Like,
is like Faz would be one of my games that I would. It would be more my go-to game than Dead by Daylight is at the end of my stream. Like it would top it. It would so 100% top it. And going into that, I am hoping and praying to God that enough gamers play it that Oculus will do something about it and be like, hey man, you know, we're gonna put it on the standalone Oculus. Here it goes. Like it would be so dope.
yeah, they've
like,
made a
and-
lot of
and-
really cool changes to it too already.
Yeah, and that's the with the whole After Dark series, it's I don't know, it's I'm creating a community of horror fans.
Yes,
You know, just
That's a
just
fun
people who like
community
horror.
too.
that's what I mean.
Oh
You
yeah,
found your
oh
niche.
indeed.
You finally, everybody. It takes a running. We know people that have like literal gimmicks. And then like mine, I'm the Sultan's Palace. You can make me wear a fucking turban for fucking certain amount of fucking channel fucking
Right.
points.
You
But
can even
now,
just-
but
No,
that's
go ahead,
just
go
on the
ahead.
gimmick. No, that's just a gimmick.
Right.
Now you legitimately have a niche. A niche meaning that it's a following dedicated to just your platform of, oh, I'm getting on at this time frame. I'm doing these particular games. And
Yep.
Yeah.
eventually you'll be able to have a community that will say, fuck, I want to be able to game. I want to see this guy game. I'll fucking send him the game just to be able to game with them. There are those
Right.
fans that will do
Oh,
that,
yeah,
and if
indeed.
not have. So, well, I know you've mentioned it in your streams that people have done that, and that's a shout out to your
Yeah.
community.
Oh, just shout out to my community indeed, man. They've helped me a lot more than they think, and that's one of the reasons why I got attached to Twitch in the first place. Is, to meet other gamers in the first place. Like that's why I started. I mean, as Smugwolf, when I came up with the After Dark series, I didn't even think it was going to work.
No, yeah,
Like,
and
I
most
didn't even
don't,
think it was going to work.
We're our
And it
biggest
did.
critics.
of course.
Oh, yeah,
You
indeed.
always will
Like,
be,
I
and you
didn't think it was
still
gonna
will
work.
be. That's because
Right.
you see what more. All it is seeing something that you didn't care for during the last VOD or whatnot that you can grow from. And it's willing to grow from that, acknowledge, wow. It's to think that it's all going back to like, oh, wow, I think that. It's another thing to say
Yep.
it out loud and then make a fucking action on it. I think this whole stream is so much better than the last one. Not that there was the problem of the last one. It is just so much. See, I still haven't grown on, put my phone on mute.
Just full on silent.
Yeah.
Jesus, turn off your notifications. God damn it.
It was an
so,
alarm.
so unprofessional.
It was an alarm.
It was the alarm to be like, hey, normally I would already be at work. So it'd be like, hey, you got fucking half hour before you got to start getting ready to go in there.
So was working at the horror houses, was that like a year-round thing or just during October?
Oh, just during October. No, yeah. I wish I could find. If I found an all year round haunted houses, I would most definitely do it.
Move
What
to
did you usually
Canada.
do when you were there?
I did. I played the lunatic with the chainsaw at the end of the haunted house. I was the
No.
very last person that you saw. I did the hammerhead from Pirates of the Caribbean. I
Nice.
did. I played the gatekeeper. I played. I've also played a zombie. I've played a wide variety of. I've also played the security guard of the lunatic asylum, which is a very very loud and like screaming part. Like you literally
Oh,
before
no.
like before you go in, like I shit you not, like they usually like behind where the desk is, they'll usually have like crates and crates of water for you back there because you're screaming nonstop. And they also have like halls that you can suck. Like they have mad bags of halls that are back there because they got to get you ready. Oh yeah, because it's a screaming part. Like you're literally screaming the whole time. Like you're not regular talking. There's not a minute where you talk.
Don't mean to interject real quick, but if everybody goes to Blast from the Past, you can see I have the pictures posted of movie guy when he was dressed up as the Hammerhead.
I was just going to say, I know I've seen that one.
I was the graveyard keeper, and then I was also Kevin, is what they called the one at the bottom.
Yeah,
kind of like Total Recall kind of deal.
That's exactly what it reminds me of. Yeah, I remember when you did this, movie guy. I remember the Hammerhead. So we'll throw this up in the VOD. This definitely.
I'll put them up in the VOD.
I was pretty much, and it's so like that year that I played the Hammerhead. Like one of the years I played the Hammerhead so much because I played him so fucking well. Like no one else could do him, and like the mask alone was super duper hard to get on because you only saw out of one eye the whole time. Your other eye was fucking shut.
Yeah.
So like you had like limited visibility.
And it was like awkward because it was foam. It was made out of foam and latex.
Yeah. Your whole equilibrium.
Yeah, your whole equilibrium. Yeah, good call, man. That's exactly what it threw you off.
I remember like every time I would get into that suit, they would literally have to allow me like 5 to 10 minutes of breathing time to relax because I got anxiety in that suit. I had mad anxiety attacks, and I would be like, okay, let me go outside real quick. Like they would like, and it would be before like they would get me done 1st. They'd be like, all right, let's get Mike done real quick because he has this anxiety thing.
Gotta go decompress.
Yeah,
of course you have to. You're getting into the scene. That's acting, man.
Well, that wasn't the only thing. He couldn't take that mask off once it was on.
Yeah,
he had to stay in that all
that's
night.
part of acting. Yeah, that's part of acting, and they know that. They have to dedicate that time to their best performers.
I had to go outside and walk and make sure my anxiety was completely down to where I wasn't going to pass out in that costume. Like I had
make yourself almost forget that you're you and that you're the character instead, right?
So
pretty much.
So when we do our 1 year, are we all going to go do like a fucking like scare house or whatever the fuck it is? Not like a spook. What the secret room? What the hell are they called?
Escape
what are they
room?
called? Escape room.
Escape rooms.
Because I think that'd be fun.
Really good at those.
I know. I bet you are.
Rooms are awesome.
The problem is you get too many smart motherfuckers and it's done like that. We got to go to like a mid tier and see how we do. And then we'll make it like a whole event. Like if we can start people getting together now, thinking about putting a fucking dollar amount, because literally the prices of tickets in the world right now are the cheapest they've ever been, and you literally can start putting a ticket in a time frame that we hold true, and we just go, okay, a year from now-ish,
might be locked up here.
Yeah, yes, I know. With COVID and stuff, you never know. That I understand that.
Right.
With their passport bullshit that they're
I know. Dude, I know. I have my grandfather has a cabin in fucking Canada, and we couldn't, like, my uncle went there, and like when I went back 3 years ago, we went up there, and then he went up there this time, and he's like, it was real fucking hard to prove that to get back in. I was like, see, that's why I already told you I ain't gonna fucking do it. He's like, I had the fucking passport even. I go, so I fucking told you, bro. I ain't fucking doing it. I ain't getting fucking stuck in a different country. Like, it's that's just
wouldn't be so bad. I can help you. Don't worry.
No. It'd be a different story if you knew people.
California.
I was in a fucking cabin that didn't have fucking internet. Like it's satellite, but no, trust me. When we ended up, because my grandfather's goal with that is it's for the grandkids and the family, period. So it'll always be handed down to me and my uncle, and making sure that I'm the next in line after my uncle to make sure that it's always for our family. So it's already been kind of put in set, like we have to make sure this is always there and whatever. Because like, why would you want to lose land? You have another, like, nah, we don't lose that. Like, that's something that was already worked for by our fucking family.
You got land in Canada and I'm not living on it yet?
Yeah, no. It's my grandfather's cabin, but it is pretty badass. It has like a fucking flight of stairs with like a loft aspect that he built this whole fucking thing.
That's
several
badass.
years.
How much land?
I don't know how much land it's in, like a fucking like a camping area where multiple people have houses. It's like a neighborhood,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
definitely camping aspect because it's cabins. But
Yeah.
his is an A-frame house. He built an A-frame on there.
That's
So
pretty
Dang.
cool.
it's pretty badass.
That's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Right? Yeah.
Those are sick.
Dude, A-frame cabins are the best. I love A-frame cabins. They're so old school, man.
I just
Like,
love cabins, period.
Yeah, I love A-frame cabins. Like those are where, when I was growing up, we had a cabin at Muntz Park. It's like a populated cabin area up at like just like an hour and a half south of where we have a Flagstaff up north. And like there's like just a bunch of like A-frame cabins, like because they're old designs and shit, man. They just
Movie
look
guy.
dope.
Mhm.
That's exactly what I was talking about, going and renting. Like, okay, so you can go to those ones that have like 20, 30 cabins on there.
Yeah.
You can rent them for the weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing that where we literally get like 3 of them as
Oh.
FYI, and we get like Smug and his family can get one, and actual people that can actually
Right.
stay in that cabin. We get one big nice one for the community where people are either sleeping on the floor, the bedrooms that they have, and it's a community thing, and another
Yeah.
one for the other people that are going to bunk up together, the people that are like, okay, cool, I'll be able to share a room with you, or an apart, like a condo, whatever. It's going to be a cabin. Like, I'm saying, if you plan it right, we can get 15 to 20 people and literally have a family cabin.
It's
And
north, so good luck,
but you would be
y'all.
okay. But see, the fact
I
is, you gotta
snore.
think of it as a cabin.
Sleep
These aren't
slap.
just like a fucking one bedroom. You literally would have like Smug and the family and people that would be able to stay in that same cabin. So his kid and his wife would be able to be in that 2 different rooms, and there might be one other room that's available. So
Yeah.
maybe movie guy or somebody that actually can stay with his family and know, hey man, in this cabin, no stupid shit is said. This is a family cabin.
Right.
Then we got a bigger one that has maybe 4 or 5. No, but that's my point. Yeah, no, I get that. Then we have the big one where it's a party one. Then we have another one that's a literal bunk one. So if we plan it right, you can do that for minimal. And it's legitimately, when they know you're coming for 3 to 4 days and you're renting 3 cabins, it's like, when can we get this done? Like, and around now, it's not fucking freezing out here. It's like perfect weather. So
Yeah,
give or
perfect
take
weather.
around this, like, oh, it's beautiful up north. And you got all the pine and everything like that. And most people that are like Torres, if we can get him, Hokey, they're both in California. It's nice to get the fuck away, let alone it. I
Ugh.
love camping. And this is
Yeah.
not just camp. This is better than just glamping. This is a cabin. We're going to hang out, but hey, maybe we do some mushrooms.
Y'all haven't
we're just-
seen foliage until you've seen some Canadian foliage.
I
Okay.
know. I love Maine. I can't deal with the green too much. It's too pretty. No.
Oh, it's
No,
not
I
even
love-
the green. It's
Oh.
the oranges
humid.
and yellow right now that are starting to hit, and the reds that are coming through.
Yeah.
Legitimately, you crest a hill at some points in the fall up here, and it's just like picture. You're like, oh my fucking god.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean,
How do you
beautiful
not
areas
stop?
that.
Like, pull the fuck over, stop, and take a picture of the freaking of the beautiful
Some
foliage,
parts of
guys.
Missouri where I used to live were like that.
I'm huge on pictures and stuff too, like, especially when we're
Oh, yeah.
driving. Freaking, and there's so many A-frames out here too, because like everybody builds those as their cottage houses on the lake and everything like that.
Yeah, that's of course. That's their style back east.
Gorgeous houses. Some of them are massive too. Like I've seen
Here.
3-4 story freaking tall fucking A-frames, and it's like, how the that
Oh,
top
yeah,
floor, that top floor is like 50 feet off the ground, and the room's only like
Yeah, so it's like an
this
attic.
big.
No, I know. My grandfather built one. I don't think it's 50 feet. It's more like 30 maybe. But how big the living space is like normal 10 feet up, and then you got a loft up there. It's like, wait a minute. How the hell did you do that? Like 15 feet up in the air is where the bottom of the floor is, and then you got like a nice fucking chunk of wood because you did it right. And then like up there you got like enough to stand, but not not a 6+ foot man. Like we're we're pretty short. I'm 5'8", 5'9", whatever, depending on the store I leave. But
Depending on who put the sticker on the door
yeah.
frame.
But no, we and my grandfather's a little shorter than me, but we're all about that height, so we can stand in there. But somebody that's like 6'4", 6'5", they're definitely going to be like, "Yeah, great house, dude." But those are the people that would be downstairs, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. All
nonetheless,
motherfuckers like me get the downstairs.
hey, it's a lot bigger, so I don't know why you wouldn't be bitching.
No,
Like, honestly,
I walk
yeah.
straight out the patio door to go smoke a toke too. I don't care.
Yeah, dude, Munz Park is a perfect area for that too.
In that cabin, you could smoke.
Oh,
It's
no.
cool.
There's
in
a
that
lake. I'll
cabin.
sleep by the lake.
There's a lake down the way.
Not up here.
Yeah.
You want to get eaten alive by skaters? Goddamn.
They don't like me.
Well,
Movie
you're
guy, what's your
fucking
go-to
lucky.
game right now? What's your community
My go-to-
thriving on?
Right now, we're trying to finish the Walking Dead series.
Oh.
The Telltale Walking Dead series, where you choose your own action.
Ooh.
And pretty soon, I think I'm getting to the part to where the viewers can actually choose the choices of what goes on in the story. They get on a special app and they'll be able to vote the choices and what happens. I'll
Very
just sit
cool.
here and enjoy the game. And you're like, I wouldn't have done that, but it's all good. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly what you're
You know
supposed
you're
to do.
about-
That's how you get them
you're
analytics
about
up,
to get us
man.
killed, but thanks, guys. I'm just kidding.
That's something
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
you
no,
do.
yeah, it's pretty fun, man. Like I do all kinds of, digital movie copy giveaways. Me being the movie guy during the After Dark series, I try to get all horror stuff that people would like and enjoy, and watching a Halloween night. So
Mhm.
I have a big thing coming up with Back for Blood. I'm doing Zombieland 1 and 2 release for digital copies, so it's gonna be real awesome.
What's the game that now everybody's been playing it recently? I just remember watching it first off of yours, but like where the lady's coming to chase you or whatnot, and the fucking guy gets like she stabs him in the fucking hand with the screwdriver.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's like it's a jump scare game.
I have no
I
clue.
wonder if it's not. I don't think it's Outlast. It's I think it might be the Evil Within that I'm
I was gonna
playing.
say it might be the
as
Evil
well?
Within.
I was gonna say
Yeah, the
because I
Evil
did a
Within.
shout out for you one time on the show, and I was like, "Wow, yeah, this clip," and I'm all watching it, I'm expecting it, and then it happened, and then I was like, the second time I did the clip, I totally forgot about it that it was gonna be a chick that pops up, and I was like, "Oh, dude."
Oh wait, are you talking about the one that opened when they? Are you talking about the part when the door opens and the chick's just sitting there hanging in a room,
No,
or are
I-
you talking about the nail scene? Because I
You're-
think if you're
you're
talking about the nail scene,
you're walking in a
So-
building. You're walking in a building, and all of a sudden, this chick pops out, and she takes a screwdriver and literally stabs it in your
oh,
hand.
that's
Oh my-
Outlast. That's Outlast. That is Outlast.
That's what I mean.
That
I'm like
game
this,
is
and then I
one of
saw
the
other people
craziest
playing
games.
it, and I watched the same scene happen on others. I was like, oh, they don't even know what's gonna happen. And the fucking other person that I watched freaked out. They're like,
Yeah.
what? It was the
Yeah,
Aussie
that's
guy I
Outlast.
watched. He freaked out. He's like, why the fuck did you stab me, bitch?
Yeah,
He's
he got hung up to the cross. Yeah, that was Outlast. I'm actually excited for the release of Outlast 3. That's going to be amazing.
Oh my god.
That's going to be something to be reckoned with because it's also going to be online as well. So
So, movie guy, I just sent you a. I couldn't find a good link because I don't want to give you any spoilers, but I don't know if you've played this game before. It's called House on the Hill, and it's
I'll get you now.
one of the horror games I played last October. I got some of the best clips I have ever gotten from that one. I broke a headset.
No, you know what? I wonder if I don't think I've heard of it.
That has got some jump scares. Some of them are predictable. Some of them, it's just like, what the fuck? It's one of those games where you have to think like this.
Oh yeah.
Like shit is
Those
coming
games
out
are
of the
awesome.
walls and you've got to
Yep.
move. And if you move the wrong way, you're dead. Like you
So,
have to. And they try to kind of herd. Yeah, they try to kind of herd you through the story, which I love, but I fucking hate it at the same time because I'm so easily scarable and Like I said, I broke a pair of headphones. I literally slammed back in my chair in one of the jump scares. But there's that one, and I don't know if you've ever played Labyrinth.
Yes, I've played Labyrinth. That game's awesome.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing this October too.
Oh man,
So-
that's gonna be awesome.
To be on the fly like that, you have to get rest. And Custy has been up for quite a busy day. I know he's gonna have his out. Custy, where can they find you to come and hang out with you when they're not hanging out here with us?
If you're not here, you can catch me on Twitch, Big Custy Bang Bus. You can always catch me on Instagram for new updates on the Lexus at Low2J Lexus.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Hells yeah.
Right.
Just updated from
Line
low
and
180 Jetta. So, we're keeping on the low.
Low.
But heck yeah.
Name drop.
Obviously,
Awesome.
I do have my Instagram, but
And
if
you're
you
here.
don't know me personally, other than here on YouTube,
He'll be in our
Anybody-
Discord usually.
yeah, always
Anytime
in
you got some free
Discord.
moment.
always in
Sometimes he'll take
Discord,
it straight
so-
up, go Custy's world on us.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
take
the
it
out in
IRL.
real life. Yeah.
Yeah, take
Right.
you out in real life, which I will be going live next week. This weekend, when's the 10th? On the 10th. We'll be going live
Yeah.
on Sunday the 10th.
God won't
at
be
the
out
track.
by then, but
Very
stay
true.
tuned. Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
You'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see me at the track. But
Yeah.
heck yeah,
Gotcha.
before this comes out.
Nice.
Very nice.
Well, Chris, once again, always thank you. You're one of the best co-hosts. You bring a great, portion to our community. Thank you again. Get rest, stay true. I appreciate you having such an eventful day and still making time to hang out with us. That's all I can say.
Always, man. This is my second job, so
Let's make it our first. How about that?
I plan on it.
Yeah.
I plan on it.
There you
So,
go, brother.
The future. All right, I'll
Yeah.
catch you guys tomorrow at some point.
Be
have a
safe.
good
On the
night.
flip
Dude,
side.
brother, peace out.
Don't be drifting until the track.
No promises.
Keep it under 60.
Keep it under 60.
Later.
Never.
Mom ain't gonna fuck around, bro.
Never.
Shit.
I will take you down. I will take you down to Chinatown, mister.
I will
I'll
take you
fly
down
up
to
there
China.
and
I
I'll
actually
fly
like
up
Chinese
there.
food.
I'd like to
Don't
see you
threaten me
fly up here.
I will.
We said that-
Maybe I
and
will.
drag your
Do it.
motherfucking ass down.
Do it. I'll take you to the track one weekend then.
I'll snitch on you. That's what I'll do. I'll be like, he's
I'll
going
snitch.
down that road at 110. And he'll be there at 9:00 tonight.
Yeah, I like this one. That is a straight up mom from the 50s and 60s. Like, you know what's funny just to say? Like, that's the shit that my mother wanted to be instilled of her grandparents' methods of raising a kid, that she hopes my kid, like me, being that she would have that same morals as her grandparents. And that is the shit that it's like, nah, fuck you, kid. You ain't getting away with that.
No.
I don't care if I have to pay the bill eventually. You are going to learn from this because it's you don't get it.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself. I'll be here for moral support and physical. Fuck you.
Oh,
Like,
you
oh.
got caught.
Yeah, dumbass.
You were
Who do you think?
there.
Yeah. Smart. Exactly. Like, yeah. And see, this has already been instilled in me. So it's like, I didn't try to push no fucking shit. So, Custy, we appreciate you. We'll still hang out a little bit longer for the VOD, but we do appreciate you. Give a little more time.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
I hope
Yep.
hope you all have a great night and enjoy the horror talk.
Yeah. We're gonna.
I
definitely
hate
get a little
horror,
bit more.
so
Would you call me?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get out of
He
here.
does.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, don't make me kick your ass there,
Dang.
fucking Chris.
I don't have that much of a
Sorry,
stutter.
Custy.
It's like
Okay?
I don't need nobody to fucking.
Hold on, hold on.
You only knew,
Hold on.
motherfucker.
Horror war.
Chickadee, check
Horror.
yourself before
The
you.
spooky music, the spooky stuff.
Go to
the
bed,
spooky
Custy.
stuff.
Spooky stuff.
Go to bed.
Fucking
Yeah, he
bastard.
definitely can't have too much spook talk before he goes to bed, or he will wake up in a fucking terror.
Ooh.
Fucking Dana will have to be like, "It's okay, dude. It's a nightmare. It's okay, little buddy." You would, dude? Can we get
Hokey's
you
all,
and
"Ooh,
Dan
I don't know
to
if
do
I'd be afraid of
Gilligan
that."
and the Skipper? It's okay, little buddy, but a Canadian version be priceless. Priceless. That's a skit. Take it down. Write it down.
It could be a scary moose.
Legitimately, Hokey, if you show up in my dream as a scary moose, I'll just tell you to fuck off. Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Get out of here.
Go sleep in your
Get
car
out of
bed.
here so we can talk
He's
shit
not
about
scary. All right. Peace out.
you. Just kidding. Later, Custy. One love. Later, buddy.
Enjoy the shit talking. I'm out of here.
So, movie guy, you know, we're once again happy to for that you're here. You know, what else is your funk? What else do you get down to? You know?
You know, I like Sean's. Every Sunday, I take time off from gaming, and you know, everyone needs a time off, but I don't take my time off from Twitch. So every Sunday, I like to show horror movies to dedicate for the After Dark series. So it's After Dark Goes Prime. So it's like, and it's actually pretty good. You know, I mean, I wish that those of you guys that are listening, that you guys would hit me up. Join me with the Afterlife after midnight, and join me for the After Dark series.
So, do you do a Amazon watch party?
Yes, oh indeed. Yeah, I do an Amazon watch party every Sunday.
Nice.
Every Sunday night at midnight, and we do. We don't just do one movie; we do two movies for the night. So we do two horror movies back to back.
Love it.
And
you
like,
don't.
these are usually. What's that?
I said you don't have to watch it alone. You have a whole chat with you.
Oh
Right.
yeah, exactly. And the whole point for the After Dark Goes Prime is I'm looking up movies that I've never even heard of before. I'm like, ooh, that looks like a good horror movie. Let's go ahead and put this one on and see what it is. Like I've legitly have never seen these movies. My Chad has never seen these movies either. So we're kind of going into it blank, which is actually pretty awesome.
Now, let me ask you, because I don't do that yet or haven't done it, is subscriber only able to watch it? I know that you have to have Amazon Prime, but it's able to all your followers and viewers.
Yes, as long as you have
Very
Amazon Prime, you can watch it.
Yeah. Cool. For anybody that might be seeing the VOD later on, that's a whoop whoop on the 401 or the 411. Yeah, you see what happens when you drink Pink Whitney? She fucking hits you up a little.
We'll blame her later.
It's really not that good. I mean, it really isn't. I'm not that buzzed. I'm not that drunk.
Never had it, but I might try it.
It's really not that it's bad. It's a great mixer. And if you like pink lemonade or you can handle it, it's very strong in that flavor opposed to vodka. I don't like doing straight shots anymore, but I can do that shit without going. Yeah, it's because pink lemonade or lemonade might be able to be the bitterness or sour that most people would already do that face. But it's because it's the contrast of that and alcohol where it's just like, okay, whoa, that's dangerous shit. Because it's like my dad, I went over, not to take away from any subject, but I went over there and I'm like, is that fucking, how much alcohol do you have over there? He's like, all fun bottles. I'm like, what do you mean fun bottles? He's like, butterscotch schnapps or whatever the fuck it is. I was like, oh God, that'd be dangerous. He's like, it is.
Girl,
he's
come
like,
here.
The screwball, which is peanut butter flavored. And he's like, damn, you saw all of
I've
this.
had that.
And he's like, it's weird, Bob. I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, I told you it's weird. It's peanut butter whiskey, but hey, he's like, I just don't know what to mix it with. I'm like, but you do shots. He's like, yeah, but I got to have a chaser. I'm like,
mix it with holy water.
Yeah. I'm like, then just mix it with anything. Like, it's peanut butter flavored.
There used to be this beer they made. It's called this. Oh my God, Belching Beaver. And they make a peanut butter stout. Got to try it. Put it on your list.
Wow, crazy. That sounds interesting.
It's bomb.
I bet.
It's a meal though.
Oh yeah, because it's like a Guinness. It's real fucking thick.
It's a meal, but I loved it.
What's your favorite beer, Smug? I used to like Guinness and Heineken.
Anything in a green bottle.
Oh yeah,
Right.
exactly. Like a Heineken. Heineken's my favorite. Then again,
Stella.
when I used to drink, Stella's okay.
Stella's
it's like
so
it's like a
good.
knockoff Heineken, or
Yeah, I'm a
mind
big
you, I don't
Rolling
mean to
Rock
say
drinker.
bad
I'm a
on
big
Stella
Rolling
because
Rock drinker.
people like that more. I like that skunky beer. I like it. It's
Mhm.
good shit. I love it.
Yeah,
And I
I
don't drink
Rolling
really.
Rock myself. It's pretty
There's
good.
Rolling
uh
Rock, is that another one?
Yeah, Rolling Rock. I've been to the factory where they brew the beer out in Missouri. It's actually pretty dope, man. Like everything from the ground up everything is like transferred in glass, like glass tubes, glass tanks, everything glass. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Do you have two favorites, Smug? Or just no, you just said anything in a
Nah.
green bottle. So
Being
that's
in a green
variety.
bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. Hokey, do you have a favorite beer? I mean, I really don't drink beer anymore.
When I did drink beer, I really like Lagunitas and what was the other one that Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Oh, Blue
yeah, I'll
Moon's
drink
good.
Blue Moon too.
Yeah, Blue Moon's
There's
awesome.
another one called Sierra Nevada.
Oh.
I really like
a
that
lot
one
of people
too.
like Blue Moon. A lot of
I've
people
seen
like
that one.
Shane.
Yeah, Sierra Nevada, and then our local beer 805 was really good.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
But I used to make my own beer.
hold on.
And
805.
cider.
My uncle makes his own wine, liquor, whiskeys, beer. That's what my uncle does. All that stuff for like just a fun hobby. But yeah, that's real fun to do.
It was. It's hard, but it is fun.
A lot of
It
people
can go
don't know
wrong
this.
real quick.
Smug used to be a licensed bartender,
Oh,
so he knows how to make
Yeah.
drinks.
No,
Dude,
not-
when I ask you,
Yeah.
So I'm like not a real drinker, and mixed drinks is the way I have to drink now. It's like, mind you, if I'm a social drinking and whatever, I got to do it up as much as I can. I'm like, this I knew would be okay to mix, but I didn't know what I'd mix it with. Now this tastes like remember Lifesavers, the clear ones, the little like whitish ones. That's what this tastes like. It's very good. So I'm like,
Pineapple.
well, fuck, this ain't good. Pineapple, right?
Yeah,
And pineapple,
like
exactly.
pineapple.
And
is
it was
that an
like,
energy drink?
It is. It's Sour Patch Kids have a brand now, and they have like the red, the blue. There's like a green now. This is like their off brand or like a weird one. It's called Ghost. Phenomenal. It is probably the better of all the flavors to try. Oh, no problem.
Thanks.
So, anyways,
The best mixed drink that I would make that was my go-to was and I want you to try this, Sultan, because I think you'd really like it. They're hard to find, but it's a rock star that's called strawberries and cream. It's a creamy rock star.
okay.
And then
I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
The only reason why I say that is I don't do strawberry though.
Ooh, they have orange.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that
orange.
in a heartbeat. Okay.
And then
Orange creamsicle.
Malibu.
Okay. Oh, Malibu rum. Oh, peanut. The pineapple or the coconut one. I drink a lot of that shit recently.
Mix those and put it over ice.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah, I've only done and so when I do it, I'd fill this with ice, and then I would do about here with liquor and then keep splashing mix. So the first couple are like, whoa. By the end, like right now, I'm contemplating, do I do the rest of this and make a little bit more alcohol as long as we're hanging out for a little bit longer, regardless after party kind of stuff where we talk after we hit the record button. I'll probably do it, but I would have to walk away and get ice, and I don't really want to. I fucked up, guys. I fucked up. I should have done that. I
had an ice maker on my desk.
No, I fucked up when I got ice for my soda, and I didn't get ice for this.
They're like $120 at Walmart.
I know. Oh, dude, you know how badass that would be? I'd make margaritas. So Mark brought fucking like margarita fucking mix, and he brought fucking Jose Cuervo Silver and another one, and I'm just like, dude, I don't do tequila. It's not that I have an issue with it. I just have never bought it. It's not my fancy. My house is like whiskey and rum. Rum's my go-to. I love rum. Like if I'm going to drink a shot, like it's going to be a rum and then a whiskey and then, okay, brandy, I guess. And that's really wine that's over fucking ferment. It's, I'm not now I don't even like doing shots. I don't. I mixed drink. I'll be that guy.
You got that pink Whitney.
Well, no. I got this for free from work. I have a coworker that they don't work there anymore, but I had a coworker that would literally, they had this on sale for buy two get one, and a guy came in every day and bought two because it's like $4 more when it was the deal to buy the two, and he'd be like, here you go, and once a week he would give him one, and I was just like, yo man, I want one of those. They're like, you don't even drink, Bob, and they're like, so.
I can.
I'm like, so? I still want a free fucking bottle of liquor? It's like a 16 bottle when it's regular, and now it's like $22 after tax. It's like, yeah, for two, I want a free bottle. And they're like, well, I got like 4 at home, so next one I get is yours. I'm like, you got 4 at home? What the fuck? Like, I get one once a week. He buys 2 every day. I'm like, I know, I've sold him 2 as well. Then he's like, well, fuck, that means they've got 4. I'm like, drinker, just holy shit. Some people just drink so much.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The
so
math.
fucking dude. Yeah.
What-
Some people.
Fucking movie guy, weren't you drinking last night?
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell a
taking
little bit
shots,
about
what
that.
you-
That
what
was
were you
fun.
drinking
I
last
did
night?
pop it. Yeah, tell us that. I'm gonna get ice.
We were drinking Sailor Jerry, just throwing away a little going away soiree for EXE. He was
Sailor Jerry.
yeah, we were drinking Sailor
That's-
Jerry. I was drinking
That's
shit.
good rum. I
Walking
can't drink
home,
that stuff no more.
And then I decided halfway walking home that I would call a Lyft because I was drunk. And I ended up in a neighborhood that I didn't even know where the fuck I was at. I fucking ended up completely on the other side of fucking 67th and Bethany when I live on fucking 67th and Butler. I'm like, yeah, I'm calling for a Lyft.
This is a
calling
great
for a
topic.
Lyft. I was fucking hammered. I was drunker than shit. Carrying home the stuff that EXE had given me, like bags full of shit, fucking a 12-pack of fucking soda, just sitting there walking around going, man, why is it taking so fucking long to get to my house? And I looked up, I'm like, oh, I'm at 67th and Bethany. Let's go ahead and call a Lyft. Fuck it. Like, fucking, at that point, I was done. Like, I called a Lyft to get home. So I ended up getting
Literally,
home at
the
like
compass
5:30
was
in the
off.
morning. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I ended up getting home at like 5:30 in the morning and shit. Because I had to wait for a Lyft to actually pick me up because there was a lot of people canceling my shit. They're like, oh, man, this guy's only wanting to walk 7 miles. I'm fucking drunk. I don't give a shit. Someone take me home.
Yes.
No.
Buddy.
I gotta tell you the God honest truth. I was in your chat. I was cool for a little bit. Was losing his shit. And I was just like,
that's why I kind of stopped streaming. I was like, yeah, let's just
I
stop.
didn't even, I couldn't make it that long. Me and Floki joined the fucking Discord. And
Yeah, Viking,
so
yeah.
so he came in for a moment and I'm just like, man, Mike is never this fucking sporadic. It's because he's got somebody else fucking bringing him out and he's like, want to do some stupid shit and you're like trying to mellow him out and then you just start getting into it. That's what drinking does. And I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, I got to stop watching because he started doing the nipples and I'm like, dude, it's not
I'm like, yeah,
TOS.
fucking Spencer. I was like, stop showing
Dude,
nipples.
and then he
It's
tried
like,
to do
you
it, then he
can't
did
show
it
nipples on
again.
cam. I was
And
like,
then I was just
no,
like,
you cannot show nipples on cam.
I'm
Dude, you're
so
gonna
done
get
with
me in
this.
trouble.
the third time is when I'm so done with the nip skip.
Oh,
Back
yeah,
to
the nip skip.
bringing it back. It's
girl.
getting real. It's getting hard to watch people stream where it's like I feel for Bear. I feel for Bear, and you watch stuff and you're just like, I understand why, guys. Like, so
He
it's like
needs to make a bot that sees a nipple and automatically just throws a sticker on it.
Hershey kisses.
Yeah.
Hershey kisses right on it.
Yeah. He's all
Call back to you. Deleted. No.
Redacted.
Kiss that bitch. Redacted. Kiss that bitch. Whoa, I don't want to kiss his nipple. No. You don't understand.
You don't
So,
understand.
no, that's
Watch
really
the
good. Keep
VOD
talking
later.
about
Sailor
last
Jerry,
night
man,
because
that's
Yeah, it was-
some shit.
that was
I've
just
had
pretty
some
wild
good
night,
nights
man.
and some bad nights with some Sailor
I have
Jerry.
heard some
I've heard that name in
stories
a
about
long time.
motherfucking Smug has called me in some weird fucking modes, and it's like, dude, guess what? I'm fucking up right now. Let's chill. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are you on? He talks to me like he did coke, and he's just ready to go because he's a straight up DJ. And dude, how long has it been, honestly, since you've hit the boards? And let alone, I've had a call within that time frame, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's like straight up DJ fucking status right now. You're like, yeah, me and the wife just hang out, just drink a whole bottle of Sailor's Jerry's, and yeah, we're supposed to do shit tomorrow. That ain't happening. But guess what? I'm here now. What's up, dude? It's just like, what the fuck? Well,
My God.
I have to go make sure I got to hold the wife. I got to go make sure she's good again. But I'll be back here in 15 minutes. And then like 15 minutes comes back and he's like, what's up, dude? I'm like, how the fuck are you the same energy? Because I know him more enough to go, he went in the other room and got so calm.
Mm-hmm.
But then he brought it right back. I was like, what the fuck is entertainer? That's what I'm like.
Literally go from like DJing in one room and then board meeting into the next. Just walk.
Yeah,
in.
straight up business, all business. Yeah. No, and that's credit to where you are. And that's why I'm like, how long has it been? Because literally, you tell me that, and I'll tell you when the last Sailor Jerry comment was, probably.
I don't know. Maybe like
4 years?
maybe 3
5
or
years?
4 years.
Yeah, 4
Yeah,
years.
I'd
Okay.
say.
Oh, and I'd say about a year and a half to 2 years ago, you and her were drinking, and you're like, dude, what's going on? Like, I was like, what the fuck? And a
What
couple
the
months ago, you did the same thing, but it was on a different thing. You're like, yeah, me and her hanging out. Now we're just, I'm like, dude, what? I was like, good shit. Did you get fucking laid? No, not yet. Are you like
No,
straight up?
I've been drinking
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
energy drinks
It
and
was
alcohol
something.
all night.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's different. It just affects everybody different. I mean, if I don't drink a lot, I could have a good time. I'm an entertainer, let alone like I'm a social drinker. Same with you. Like we're pretty laid back, and then we get a little bit out of our comfort zone, but we could drink, and it's just like, oh, you want to get some fucking real shit? Let's talk some stories, and then you can be real with people too. And it's just like, that's where it can go bad. But if you're real and you know who they are, like. Fuck. I wasn't even drinking the times where I'm like, you need to fucking calm down. Like, not you at all, but people that hung out in our parties. And I was just like, your
Yeah, I
parties.
don't get out of
But it
control
was just like,
drunk.
not
really.
you. No. Not at all. It was the other people that were around. Like
Yes.
the drop with the fucking out front. Do we say his name?
Nah.
But that like whole, no. We'll tell you after. Or we could just bleep it. But this kid, we all know. This kid fucking he's older than me, but
He's
going to have a drama queen. All of us. And fucking loser on the aspect of he needs to have the room of attention rather than just be entertaining or energetic. He goes, well, I'm like, dude,
Drops back. I remember that.
No, it was not. It was not him. It was not. And I'm like, dude, is he okay? Is he okay? And then he's like, yeah, he does that. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You literally pulled me aside because I was freaking the fuck out. Yeah, Smug pulled me aside and go, look, this is something he does when he's looking for attention. We just deal with it. We know he's fine. I'm like,
we just need.
Don't do that to me
at this point.
Don't. Yeah. And I was just like, don't do that to me. Like, holy fuck.
not
And then so I come
okay.
in, no, it wasn't. And I got mad. And I go
Yeah, I
back
would have
in there,
too.
and I go and I'm like, you need to stop doing that right now. Or are you fucking with us? Because this right here is scaring me and I don't like it. That's not where I come from to not do something. If somebody's in like need, you don't do this.
Mhm.
Get him out fucking side. Fucker's so fucking committed. He fucking blacks out style, but he didn't black out and hit the ground. Fucking straight up. Boom.
Just laid out.
So we're like, oh my God. Back to who Mike was hanging out. The youngest kid in the fucking hangout. We're like, get him in the car. We're going to load him in your car. You're going to take him to the emergency or whatever. The minute we are already loading him up, I'm like, we already planned it. We're going to pick him up. We're going to fucking load him up. You're going to take him. Yeah. All right. So we get him up. We buckle him in status. We're like, dude, all right, we'll meet you there at the emergency. You just take him there now. Gets up like a motherfucking and runs.
Yeah. Well, to set a little bit, had a convertible. He shot out of that convertible like a ninja.
Yes,
like
it
he
was
wasn't
true.
even-
And
like
I
he
should
hadn't
have
had a drink all night. Yeah. That's
and ran down the road.
And ran down the road.
And then that's when I looked
That's
at
what I told him. I
Smug.
was like, see, he's perfectly fine. This is what he does.
And I got so mad. When he came back, how fucking mad was I? I'm like, no. No.
would have laid him out.
You
I
didn't
would have
even
made
know.
sure he went to
He
the
didn't-
hospital.
He didn't even let him back in. No, you're done here today, dude. And I was
like, you need to
done.
go home.
I'm
You need
like,
to
don't even
sleep.
talk to me. Do not even fucking talk to me. There was another kid that fucking came in. He was all like getting all into it and big, heavier set kid. And he fucking bumped everyone. And I'm like, dude, you need to calm down. I'm fucking streaming over you. Like I was in a totally different chat world and I had community. It was Bong TV, movie guy's been a part of it. Tim's been a part of it. But I was streaming. Yeah, it was streaming while, he's DJing. We're all hanging out. Fucker bumped me one too many times and others that I made it known to be like, yo, you've been warned. Then he bumped into my fucking computer, bro, and I fucking let him have it verbally. I'm like, yo, fat ass, you need to fucking calm down. I was aggressive. I was so fucking mean because it was like the third or fourth time that I already had told him one-on-one, go, yo, dude, cool. We're all here. We're all partying. But he's like fucking almost doing the fucking, and he just couldn't hold it.
At a non-mosh. No mosh.
On the aspect, he wasn't moshing, but he was so moving that his body weight, he's buzzed. It's like, yo, calm down.
Was it a weeble wobble?
And it only, it's without a doubt. And it was just like, he fell on me before I lost my shit.
Ugh.
My last time with him before he bumped my computer is like, yo, dude, you just landed on my lap. I'm fucking streaming. What's your fucking deal, dude? And then, like, maybe you're done. You kind of done. Then he kept doing, like, and mind you, this is over a whole night. Like, it's not like this is 5 minutes. This is like, and then he did it again. And mind you, we might forget, but this motherfucker bumped it again. And I was like, dude, what the fuck, fat ass? You need to get your shit together. I was so mean. So mean to him.
Oh, God. He's like,
I only say that is because I was a fat boy, too. Fuck you, dude. Like, what the fuck, bro? I hold my own. You need to hold your own or get the fuck out.
yeah.
You're making
Handle
shit
your
dangerous.
Handle your shit.
And I wouldn't even say it was a bad thing that happened at a party, being drunk. It was getting into the moment with the wow. Smug when you're DJing. So you had one of these, one of the fucking swing arms.
Mhm.
He's like, let me see your hands. He's like, let me see your hands in the air. And he fucking like threw it. Go ahead, you tell the story. And I saw it in slow-mo. I'm like,
No, you go ahead and tell. You got it, man.
okay, well, I just do it because your perspective is so good too. Because you do it, you're like, wow! And then I just turned because he got my attention from streaming, and I just watched the fucking mic spin around, boom, hit the. Was literally just set there because we were loading it, and it went, whoo, whoo, whoo. And I was turning around to load it, and I was like. Bam! And just was like, wow! It was pretty You're like, whoa, shit.
Whoopsie.
That was a good time. I mean, we've had a lot of other random hangouts at your place, especially with DJing. I know movie guys, real been into podcasts. He's happy to be, here, and we're happy to have him as a guest.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get into podcasting since podcasting became a thing.
Mhm.
Nice.
So, it's been a long while.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Smug,
I don't mean
what's
to
been
be
new with us?
disconnected. I'm trying to find pictures from the DJ area.
Oh yeah. No, you're not.
Curious.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we did a lot of parties.
I kind of did the same thing back in the day when I was the Rockstar rep.
Oh yeah,
Slash
that's
girl.
right.
Yeah. We DJ'd, we go dance. We just threw random events.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Exactly.
too much
Well, of
for
course.
my age. Way too much.
Mhm.
There was my
And
God.
you gotta have somebody else there to relieve a lot of your on mind thing, like if an agent or a manager, somebody will literally go, all right, you got this, and this. All you have to worry about is getting these done. Nothing more
Yeah.
about like what, of course. That's how people
We had-
succeed.
We
You
had
don't
some
have just
25-year-old college kid that was like, all right, we're doing a party at this address on this
Yeah.
night. with this DJ. Invite everybody. Everybody. Oh, and bring the rock stars. And it was like, okay. And bring the girls too, because we had go-go dancers. So it was like, okay. And then I would have to get all these, these other young girls to come and help and dance and take pictures with people and make sure they were taking pictures and not just handing the rock stars out. Because that's how we got paid.
Of course.
That's how we got paid.
Yeah, showing somebody posing with the of course. Yeah. Why do you think I do this bullshit?
Exactly. But the thing is, I wish I could get a hold of these pictures, because I swear to God, some of the people we took pictures with, their eyes were like this. Just
so normal.
They are so blacked out and gone. And just hanging on us. And I'm like, oh my God. I really wish I could have gotten a hold of those photos. I really wish. But it was fun. Big learning experience.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody go to the blast from the past.
Okay.
See, that's such a fun category.
Let's see.
Whoa, why the hell am I having such technical difficulties? There we go.
Oh my God, Sultan.
That's Sultan right there.
Wow. Yeah, that's me.
Oh my God.
I was streaming that day.
Oh my goodness.
It's a good looking fuck. That's all I'm going to say.
Just a little baby.
Here we go.
No, I think I actually look
Movie
older.
guy. Movie guy and another buddy of ours.
Hey, that's the fuck that sat on me.
That's the one that said that fucking bumped into me, the fucker.
Fucker. That's exactly right behind his fat ass is probably me in the chair. But you can't see me. It's probably the truth, though.
Probably the truth. Probably the truth.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Were you guys doing this in your own house?
My garage.
Yeah, in the garage.
That's where shit gets real. Down in the den.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Here I am at the boards.
Oh
Full-blown.
my God.
Yup. That's where it happened. Right there. That's where the magic occurred.
Wow.
With the Heineken behind him. Whoop, whoop.
Yep. There you go. There you go. Look at all the electrical outlets behind you.
You know what's so funny? I know. That is
oh
beyond.
My God.
You know, that's
Okay,
how I controlled them. I would flip the power surge, the surge protector button, flip that, turn them off, then turn them back on at the right time.
Light shows you just back there, just flipping it back and forth.
Yep. Yep. For sure.
Ghetto light board.
They're held up by zip ties. I love it.
See if I can find a photo from that very night of me streaming. I have them in a different
What else do I
folder.
got here?
Different perspective. Oh, that's so good.
I'm just trying to find more here. A lot of them are blurry because there's a lot of motion going on, and the person taking the photos was drunk himself.
Who was that?
I want to say it was
Yeah, I believe that. I believe it.
Yeah, he did a lot of the videoing back in the day.
Yeah, he
For
did.
parties and shit.
There was this guy. I forgot what his name is. He's still SB party scene. Oh my fucking God. He was one of those that would run around with like the camcorder at all the parties with that really bright light on top and catch everyone in their worst moments. Someone
Nice
blacked
guy.
out on the couch. Someone passed out in the bathroom.
All right,
You
I'm gonna
know.
send one to Blast to the Past. Let me load it.
That's funny. I found out just the other day that he still actually had an Instagram account and was
There's
still
me at
doing
that
it.
same party.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
You were just a little baby.
What? All right, I gotta throw more in there.
No, I got to throw more.
Look at this kid, baby.
Look at your guys' light on the ceiling.
Yeah, we had
Oh my
class.
I love it.
We got funky with it. Look how mean mugging I tried to be in that. Not really trying.
Yeah, I'm trying
Oh.
to find.
My God.
I got a Johnny Bravo looking one right here. This is
Oh
a good one.
gosh.
It's a good one.
let me give it another one. Oh, this one's a good one. Where is the fuck is it? There we go. But the thing is, I gotta grab them off the fucking Facebook, save them, and then drag them over. That's the only issue. It's taking me a minute. There you go.
Hardest setup for these parties.
Yeah, we rocked it like it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have
That's
parties
a
every
good one.
weekend.
This is that one's already
Yeah,
in
we
there,
party
but it's
hard.
me, Smug, and
Yeah, we party.
for me, Steve and Tim. I'll put this one in there as well, even though it's up there somewhere.
What, little girl? What? Come here.
Some of these ones of me, Steve, I can't put up because Andy got no goddamn shirt on.
Oh yeah, you can't do that, unfortunately.
Girl?
I mean, they could be in the Discord. You just can't share them up on the show. Wait, you could do nipples on what's it called? Can't you? YouTube? You can still do male nipples. You can do male. Shit, that's gonna be cut. Redacted. Whoa, this one. It's blurry when it's full, but this one would be in California at one of the 420 things. That one was crazy. We're just gonna like throw so many of me in there.
Hi, kitty.
Oh, it's kitty.
Shark and kitty.
A thrower.
Fuck in there.
Don't throw her. You're in
Whoa.
trouble.
God.
Yeah, definitely don't throw her, dickhead.
I have this giant pillow next to me when she's trying to do the thing that she's trying to do right now. She climbs up on my little step.
What's the
Right
thing
on-
she's trying to do?
Climbs up on my little step and then she tries to go on my lap and then she slaps my legs. I'm sitting in my chair. So I pick her up and I throw her on the pillow. Then she comes back and does it again.
Okay, one last one to throw in
One
there.
last
This
one.
is like-
Okay.
well, no, this is just more funny. It's a horrible edit, but that 70s show.
Here, I bet you. I don't know if you have this one or not.
My God.
I might not, but I will when you put it. Oh, I don't have that one.
Who's that?
I fucked her.
Mhm.
I fucked her. That was my Australian fling-a-dang-dang. Well, she flicked my ding-a-ling.
My God.
No, but yeah, no, that was the Australian persuade. Like, no, this chick. Okay, so I liked Asian chicks. I still do, but she could speak Mandarin, and I was like the one thing when I did hook up with her, I was like, "Can you speak Mandarin?" And she did, and I was like, "All right, maybe not. All right,
No. Pop
all right, yeah."
Here-
It was hot. It was
Here's
really
one.
hot.
She's hugging on movie guy.
Yeah, that'll happen. Look how fucking blonde your hair was, bro.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Right,
your hair was
that's
so much
crazy.
lighter than, bro.
fucking muffin. That was a goddamn fucking trip in itself.
Right.
Okay, so
Oh
they
my
like
God.
literally thought something was there, and I just knew, dude, this is a chick from Australia. She's the one that made it where we hooked up. It was just somebody to hang out with from fucking. She's the one that made the thing. Like, I was like, that's what's happened a couple times. Most of the times in life, like I had a chick that's like, I just want this, and I was like, what do you want him to just do this? And she's like, can we go to your place? I guess yes. And that's that's kind of how it's been. Because like I said, I was a fat kid, had self control, and not willing enough to just jump at it aggressively as a guy normally does, but to just be like, what do you want? And then know that that's something that they're looking for, and then do it, and they're like, whoa. It's like, yeah, hello.
That's huge because girls
Makes
notice
the
that.
antennas go.
I know. I know that. I know that. Trust me. I know I'm a catch. Fuck you. I don't need no cussing help. I don't need no motherfucking help. I just know where I come from. My dad, very, He did his player and all that, and he just said, "You never do this. You do not act like this. And no matter what I do, you do not do that shit. You be better than me." And then it's instilled in me. And shit that one another do, I don't like when guys talk about women, not only that they're a fucking asset, but a piece of meat, or not an asset, excuse me. They talk about them like an asset is good because you want that. That's praise. But when they talk about them like they're a piece of meat or just a property or any, like, you need to stop talking. I don't even care if it's I don't care who the fuck it is. Your child, stop. Do they have a name? Can you just use their name? Because this is really bugging me the way you're talking about them. It's one thing, but even being upset about somebody or to someone using their name and not property status is so much better. And it goes both ways, but I really just like it when guys do it. In my niche of people, we don't do that. We don't allow that. We don't. To make the world better, you need everybody. You need each other, and your partner is the biggest thing. You know, Smug has got one of the best like relationships that in our age bracket. Fuck, don't happen, man. You got to real treasure what you guys have, and it's just because coming to future recordings that the people might hear of him and his wife's banter, it's just like, yeah, this is them. They are giving each other shit. They're fucking having fun with it, and then later on, they'll be able to look at one another after they listen to it, and they'll be like, "You fucking asshole," but they love it. You know, it's true, and that's just it's something that you thrive for. You know, but you don't just It's
not easy to
movie
find.
guy. No, that is
Tell
a good
me
fucking
about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's searching.
Where's the Pets on Parade? Oh, there it is.
Oh, up there, yeah. Pets on Parade is another category, and Foodgasm. So if you got any really good food photos or whatever, put that shit in Foodgasm, or if you have any pet photos like of Joey or any of them, you know, or your kitty, throw it in Pets on Parade. Shout out to that. Pets on Parade. Today on Pets on Parade.
Shout out to Pets on Parade. Oh my god.
Good times. Did you post something in there?
Yeah, I posted a picture of my kid. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm just
kidding. Evie. That was good. No, my kid, that was fucking good. I should put my kids there. You have kids?
Oh, I
have dogs.
I got a Lydia. I got a Lydia one. Okay.
I don't have any photos.
I just posted a picture of my cat.
I have baby Berlin.
You have a little baby Berlin.
Yeah, now I had Hazel and Ganja when they grew up together. I have them as pups, but I don't have many when they're like grown up. But I do have them as pups. So give me a second.
I have videos.
That's fine.
I have videos of my fur children beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I believe you can put videos. Let's see here.
Oh, I didn't get to tell you guys. Did I get to tell you guys that they met?
What do you mean?
I took Joey out of the cage.
Oh. No, I don't know
that. Found out Joey's a bully.
Oh, yeah. I told you that.
Oh, my God. He came out of that cage and was like, "What's up, girl? You think you own this house?" Nah. Been here way longer.
So check
I know the ins and outs in that closet and underneath the bed. I may not be able to jump on the bed, but I know underneath it. So they love each other though. They like to play. They play rough too, which is funny. He'll like jump up on her and like grab her by the back of the neck, like her scruff. Like try to drag her, and she'll just like turn around and rabbit kick him and then run away and then stalk him, and then she'll do the same thing. But it's fun. It's fun to watch.
All right. There's my two.
Let's see. Look at all the parakeets. Look at the baby.
So for the two, the blue nose Ganja and that's Hazel, but she passed away. She had a heart murmur. But that's why I got Berlin, so Ganja wouldn't be by herself. This is about almost 7 years ago now.
Aww. Look at the little babies.
6+.
Pity puppies are the cutest.
Yeah.
Little terrors, though. Oh my god. I'm gonna get stuck just looking at all these channels.
Oh, it's movie.
I'll be honest though, I am fading quick, you guys.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can tell. I'm going lazy-eyed.
I get you.
Yeah, I got to freaking fuel up for my After Dark series tonight. Anyways, I have to get something to eat.
Well, the two that have brought us together, I mean, we can break it down, real quick on like what we've been up to. Tim, we want to inform them what we got for our on the road and whatnot walk through when we do our this guy, that asshole. What do you mean? Just a second?
No.
Hmm.
So, recently, we went to Sam Ash, which is a local music store. They probably have them in other parts of the country as well, I'm sure. But we got a recorder. Still focus in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It won't.
it's real nice.
So, yeah, it's real nice. Can use it as a microphone source, like actual microphone
show.
source.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I mean, we're just
We
gonna try to get a lot of like out and about stuff. If somebody
Day
comes up to me
one.
with a good conversation or whatever, I'm gonna pop that thing out and see if it's okay to put them up.
Yeah.
And then when we're
Day
all just
one,
hanging
we
out
got it.
personally.
We called movie guy and like, yo, get over here. You're local. Let's test this bitch out. We got to try our fucking new product, And he was
Yeah,
here.
we'll probably put a few cuts into the VOD maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, do it at the end so people hang out at the very end after we do our little like before the buys and stuff. Maybe another little pop up for the credits at so to speak, with a little audio tidbit of us just bantering. We had intermittent. We call it stash 001.
Secret stash.
Secret stash 001. What did I say? Smoke stash. Whatever. It's close enough for the stars. They'll get it.
They understand the lingo.
Yeah. And for me, we just got new backdrops. Other than that, I've had a nice 4.5, 5 days off, whatever it was. So I have to go back to work tomorrow, but I've been real happy to have some cool time off. My dogs were fighting a couple weeks ago, so they were separated for a week. I walked back home not walk back home. When I walked back into the door from home, they were just hanging out like they reintegrated themselves. So we're like 3 days. We're in 2.5 to 3 days into it, and they're still cool. They what did they do?
They talked it out.
They talked. They did something, but they're cool. They've been cool the whole time, and other than that, getting new backdrops, hanging out with Smug one-on-one and movie guy, just chilling, and more to come. Nothing really new on my end other than having a mini vacay, duly needed after working.
Still working very hard though on this.
Oh yeah, there's never a day off when you're trying to make something else. Yeah, I'm trying to, without a doubt.
I see you in here. I see you doing it. I see you both in here.
Well, we try. Definitely. I mean, you're here too. You've been making sure you're always here for the show, and that's the key. We're just happy that you're here. That's another shout out to Chris. Custy did well.
Being here.
Yeah, we love having you. Movie guy, you've been real fucking, cool today. And not that you're not cool every day, but it's been good having you. I wish we had more time to get on your topic of your games, but maybe the next time you come on as a guest, we can break down where have you been from the last time. I think there's a lot more stories that we can banter on. If there's ever a day,
used to live with me, so that's something.
Oh, we got to hear those stories.
There will be well-made stories, and for let's say there's ever a day that Custy can't make it, or hypothetically myself or Hokey or anybody, he's going to be our go-to probably call in. And that way we could always have banter. I'm going to have others as well. The more the merrier on the fly will always be there. He wasn't even asked if he wanted to be a part of it, really. We just kind of dragged him in, and then it was just kind of brought in. It's like, absolutely. The more and more we could do this, especially we wanted a guest this week. We wanted Mal, who also brought our community. That's how initially we met Chris. So that's how we met you. But me, Movie Guy, and Tim have all known each other. And I know Movie Guy because of Tim. And so it's just like, and even though we went to high school, I didn't know him, we didn't know one another, but it's the whole initial thing. It's a circle, it's how did you meet? I like giving credit to that. That makes, like you said, you think you're talking shit. I wouldn't mind having a fucking this is the people's goals. This is what we're doing. This is how we all know each other. It's
I literally see you doing
trait.
that though. I literally love it.
I could
see you getting up from this podcast and turning around and being like, see, now here's this point. It's right here.
It's the down in the motivational mound. We're going to have that as Sultan the Consultant Hour. Just check it out. A lot of people don't need it, but everybody.
I need it. I can tell everybody listening right now, I heard 5 minutes of it and I didn't know I needed that, but I needed it.
Hey, and that's the whole thing. And I'm not speaking my own truths. These are your truths. These are something that you thought that somebody said, and you go, wow, it made something true to you. And these aren't just my words. These are others. And I'm just breaking it down to how I see fit. It's just, maybe you've heard it once or 1,000 times, but today or any day that you do hear it where it clicks, that's the day that matters, And it's when you start
coming from someone who really knows and understands the meaning of it. It's different than your parents just telling you or your grandma just telling you. It's different
because they've heard it themselves, and it doesn't click until it clicks. And it might have clicked for them, but they're not. I'm not saying I'm a teacher, but I come from a household of educators, and that's why I have an ability to drop it down and simplify it to how I see it. And it's and sometimes that works great. It's a parable. It's just, it's the Bible. You can see it and hear it, but do you know what it means? And then when you see it and hear it by somebody saying, well, this is how I see it. And then I used to do that. And my mother would be like, holy shit. I've heard that. Whoa, this is my kid. This is freaking me out. Yeah. It's well, I'm sorry. This is just the way I see it. And they're like, no, you're right. Holy shit. And it's just am I right? Or are you right for that making sense to you? You got to give yourself the credit. I mean, yes, great. I'm glad I helped. That makes me feel better. But that's not, you are the one that needs to work. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. It's just, it can rant and bicker, and I keep doing it for hours on this stuff because that's what my father did. Do not even meaning to. And he knows it. And fuck you, smug. Yeah, because I do it not only for you. I do it. I don't do it for you. I don't do it for you. I do it for myself. You're I don't need.
I've ever heard.
I don't. Yeah, it was because it's like a brother. He's all I don't need the motivation right now. It's no, but I do.
I need you to see the fucking big picture. I don't need a motivational lecture.
And I see it, but this is what I'm watching, and it's helping move me. So, would you like to be a part? No. Well,
no.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Some people don't need that. Others might. That's why I know you don't. It's because you have a nice family and household right now. You have the fucking support center. But others don't. And it's not you that I'm saying it to you indirectly. It's just, I hate your face. And let alone, we've been there. You're like, dude, I don't need the money. It's I get it. It's hard for me not to say it. It's because I want to motivate everyone. And I'm sorry.
Roll your eyes at your mom.
Yeah, no. It's okay. He's I've heard this same spiel 30 times. But one day, maybe it's the 45th, 46th, maybe. I don't know. It'll be
it just, to me, I mean, some people need to hear things and it motivates them and it drives their ambition a little bit more. But I'm just one of those people that's it's words. Actions speak louder than words. So
absolutely.
Let's do this.
But see, you're already a committed person and dedicated. The people that aren't there yet, they no shit. You don't fucking need it. So it goes to the George Carlin fucking joke or somebody else's, whoever took it, and they go, why buy a motivational fucking book? You're already motivational fucking enough to buy it. Why the fuck would you need to fucking buy it? You're already motivated to fuck it. Oh my
God. Jesus.
Ain't that a mind fuck? Yeah, exactly. It's like, who the fuck needs to go and buy a motivational book? You're motivated enough to get up and go to the store to buy it. You're motivated. Fuck it. But it's holding the discipline, and you are disciplined. You have goals, but the people that don't yet see self-worth, which you do, you don't have to worry about it, but the people that don't have yet self-worth or self-comfort, comfort, to be able to break you out of that shell and find what you're truly great at and then reinforce that. You don't need that at this time or, maybe other times, but in parts of life, everybody needs somebody. And you're lucky enough to have a wife and a literal thing that not only a friend, like you and her are, and that is where you're going to make it, not only together, but through the obstacle. It's the whole crisis happens to those that it's meant to. There's a reason why this is happening, is to get you through it or help somebody else that you later on be like, whoa, I've lived it. I'm not saying it's the same, but listen to how I got through this. And if it can help you, great. You've done it for me. It's everybody can motivate somebody, whether or not it's just dropping and even to the point. Stop bullshitting.
I motivate people all the time and I don't even know it. I don't even know it. I get a message 2 weeks later that says, Hokey, what you said in stream 2 weeks ago, I want to let you know I was really struggling that night. And I'm like, I don't even know what I said. I'm just.
Yeah, but the fact that
means
you.
a lot that one thing I said meant so much to someone else. And I didn't know that they needed to hear that.
That is my whole goal. That is why
movie guy does his streams too, is because he has his community that goes to him. I don't know. But I love the Twitch community, and we do have people in our community that come to us with their problems, and they want to tell somebody their issues and get advice without any judgment, any background, anything, just a kind of a blank slate type of thing. Like, what would I do in the situation?
Oh, indeed. They're always looking for that. Indeed. 100%.
Yep. It's huge.
They're just wanting someone to, they're just wanting the ear more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's true.
100%.
So, is there next upcoming goals to do like a Halloween themed stream? Themed stream. See, there's another roll off the tongue rhyme. So, not really stream, but we will do a stream if we want to. Yes, and I want you as well, Hokey. The co-host. Put your costume that you want to do. Don't let us know, because that's the next time we actually will do a pop-up cam reveal. We'll actually plan for that one. And that way you'll get a reality. We'll still do the same intro, Smug, you, then Custy. And we'll give it a few moments to get each other's, this is where we are for Halloween. Get each other's reactions, even if we're in the back bantering. And then we'll pop up one-on-one, and then everybody will be there. And we'll just go in the show in the costume, have all themed things. One other thing I think we need to do, if you're going to be on the Twitch after party, get 2 pumpkins, one of them minimum for the show, where we do a pumpkin carve off. We'll let the Reddit and every other aspect that has the photos guess. We'll do the reveal as well as a live reveal on the Twitch. So we'll say who won on each platform. This is what people rated on Instagram. This is what Reddit said. This is what each platform will say was the winner of who won. And then we'll go to a live one of a totally different pumpkin or the same one, but we're going to do that a couple days later on the Halloween special. Now, Bug's going to be doing family stuff, so even if we have to record it the day before too of the Halloween to release it on Halloween, stuff like this banter will only be like a day, I think, or two at max of editing that we could still get it out. Because we've been bantering and rhetoric, just rolling without merely a pause. Mm-hmm. And mind you, it's going to be what Smug sees and sees fit. But I definitely think if we just do a little bit more coordinating, we get our costumes together within the next week. Within next 10 days, we do another recording. That's more than enough time to release it. But if we want to have a little bit further towards the Halloween date, that's fine too. Because we're going to, if we do the Twitch live on Halloween, it'll probably have to be after Tim's, all his family stuff, and, wife time and whatnot, family time. And then maybe if he comes into the live, then we can do at least a pumpkin with him and have everybody else that's going to do a pumpkin carve off. I'll try to go live one more time on Twitch to let everybody know Halloween episode, even if it's rolling into the 1st of November, we're doing this together. Once the guest or the host are here, we're going to try to do it at least live, and we'll just go as long as we can into November. So that's the goal. I don't really know if there's really much more that we need to get into this episode. I know you and me, Smug, I've been interjecting and talking with everybody. You and me didn't get much more, but we got exciting stuff. Stay tuned. We're going to have more on the recording out and about. Movie Guy, I appreciate you being here. You want to give them your Twitch handle? Movie Guy what?
710.
Movie Guy 710 at Twitch. Hokey, what was your outro,
Streams
dear?
at 12 a.m.
Oh, yes, 12 a.m. We're in there.
Part of it. He's at
12 a.m. Arizona time.
Yeah. So I think that's either depending on the time of the year, like it goes to Pacific or Mountain. Most times it's either on the Mountain, but just think Pacific and you'll always be able to tune in. You might be an hour, behind. So just stay tuned. Fuck it. Why don't you follow them and then you'll know.
Yeah.
Notification bells.
I'm going to.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a fun time, man. We have a good time in the afternoon.
So for you, it would be 11 o'clock, Hokey, but like right now we're on the same time, so it would be midnight. It just depends the time of year. So, Hokey, what was your Twitch handles and any other platform that you would like people to be able to find you?
Yep, you can just find me on Twitch. I stream every other day. Sometimes I take a day or two off, but I'm a variety streamer. I probably said that before in other episodes, but yeah, come and check me out.
So that's Hokey Pokey 360 at
360. Yes.
Turn yourself around and hit the follow button, as she said before. Not that I listen.
Not that I listen.
So Smug.
One of the few.
Where the fuck can they catch this guy and that asshole?
Well, right here on these channels, YouTube.
That's the one. Yep.
Plenty
I hear
sensitive.
Yep.
Sometimes I stream on Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming with my
gonna-
son.
This month?
He'll be coming up this
Get
month.
ready.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing a bunch of zombie games. Streaming zombie games.
Paxter's
So
pretty key at games. I've been able to game with him a few times. You don't mess around.
we're gonna do some
knows?
Phasmophobia and stuff.
Nice.
Play. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that too scary?
We're gonna
for you,
go-
Hokey?
Are we
No.
pushing for his affiliate? We're gonna push for his affiliate,
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna
is,
try to
but
push his
it's not.
affiliate.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes I stream smug_wolf WULF.
That's the one.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna be, majority of my time is gonna be with my community on our community, on Discord. When and if I'm gonna be on there, it will be Twitch as well, /funny yet insensitive, all one word. But I do have an even rarer occasion of getting on the Smug now because I have the FYI community. I would be on Sultan's Palace, all one word, at /Twitch funny or see, it's Sultan's Palace is irrelevant now. That's how irrelevant it is to me.
So
I'm just
really
one guy.
already ingrained.
I'm only just one
his
guy.
That's his gaming page, guys. Sultan's
Yeah,
Palace is
and I
his
don't
page. That's where
really
we
care to game anymore. I have a community that I want to grow and talk and build and do whatever I can with. I'm Bob the Builder of Bridges. Just come and check me out
You
at
should be
Funny and
gaming with your
Insensitive.
community, sir. It's fun. Interactive.
Dude, if the co-house bitches at
He's
me
been
one more
trying.
time, I'm
Be
gonna go
honest.
hang out with Custy. Because I know we bitch at him enough where I'll be like, dude, you just keep fucking picking on me when you're gone. Thank God Mike was there. No.
Oh my
Anyways. Anyways, guys, I don't know if anybody has any other go-to shout outs, but I appreciate y'all for being here. 100%. Episode 2.
Appreciate you.
Check episode 3. Hopefully it'll be the Halloween extravaganza. And
Preacher
we'll
feature show.
Preacher feature. I like it. Yeah. We'll make these titles. We'll go back in the VOD and take these titles for the next. a spectacular event.
Oh no,
Don't
I
fool
want to make a
around me.
trailer for this. Love scary shit.
There's time, sir. There's time, and if we record this in 7 to 10 days with our costumes, we can get it. Just save your receipts, send them to me. We're gonna make sure that it's on the company. You know, we're gonna make this work. But yeah,
Power of makeup.
what are you saying?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. You'll
Don't
see.
worry about it. I like it. Nice. Don't threaten me with a good time or
Y'all
deal. Or
see.
deal. All right. Well, so we end off. Cheers, everyone. Have a great day, night, if ands or buts. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. The soul and appreciates you all.
Bark at the moon.